डिस्कनेक्ट करूं? શું કરું? हेलो सिद्धार्थ, हाँ डिस्कनेक्ट करूं? हाँ ऐड થઈ ગયા છે.
Yeah, Ajmal, shall we start?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so Ajmal or Jishnu, someone in your team, just take a note of all these key points, concerns, whatever we are discussing. Okay. And Paresh,
Yes sir.
yeah, are you ready?
Yeah, of course.
Can start, right? Okay.
Yeah, once you have required team members, we can. Yes.
Yeah, we can start off. No issues. I think all key people are here. Like Ajmal is there, Jishnu, Bibin, Kiran, and Amit. Amit, only. Is there anyone else joining with you? Amit.
Just hold on.
Anupam was saying like.
Yeah, Asghar, Sandeep, and Jyoti want to join. Just hold on. Just hold. I'll call in.
Please make it.
Hello, testing. Hello.
Amit, what is the status?
Just a minute. Jyoti, Sandeep, and Azhar about to join in a minute.
I think Sandeep has joined in.
Sandeep has
Hi,
joined.
Sandeep.
Good morning, Sandeep. Sandeep, are you there? Sandeep?
Paresh, we will start at start now. Okay, one more person has to join. Let them. Amit, you just take a note of all those things. Let Jyoti also join. Meanwhile, we'll just start it off because it's already
Sure,
10
sure.
minutes late.
Sure.
Yeah, Paresh. Good morning, Paresh
Okay.
and Siddharth.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, the thing is, like
Morning, sir.
we had a brief intro to your application last week. Okay. So, just a moment. One more person, Vijay Kumar. So based on that, like we have gone through the screenshots which you shared, and like, that's why we are here for a detailed session on this.
Excellent.
Before,
Thank you so much.
beforehand,
So,
like
yeah.
I would like Ajmal, my team, my colleague Ajmal will be explaining you about the kind of activities happening
Huh.
here at
Okay.
the ground level. Yeah.
Right. Sure. So
Ajmal.
that is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jishnu, okay, Rahul also just give me 1 minute. Just a second.
Or just to have a bird's eye view, like our operation is, providing 3PL service to various clients. Like their requirements of transportation requirements vary according to their business. Certain people will be, going for RFQs, and certain will have fixed contracts agreements with us. And these are the two major concepts we do. And of course, PTL will also be there. It is slowly we are developing onto that, but that also will be required. And further,
okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was Siddharth. I already. Yeah, he is in, I believe. Siddharth Modi, external.
Yes, sir. I am in.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Now I was just getting a message from you. That's all.
And I just received the request for join the meeting from Siddharth end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We are in. We are in. So basically, do you have any document to show us that what exactly the business processes you follow and what your expectations are there from the software? We can always give the demonstration focusing towards those process, and of course, we can cover many other things also.
As of now, we don't have any, our own application or software with us. Right now, everything is maintained, you can say, partially automated. Of course, like LRs and all the stuffs are being generated manually. And only the
I mean,
intent.
what is the process? Yeah, you can tell us the process basically. What exactly you do, what you expect. So I'll
Fine.
make a note and we
Sir,
will give
I'll
the
give you
presentation the same
example
lines.
of a processor. For example, let's take an example that there is a full truckload requirement by Flipkart. Say Flipkart warehouse is in Hyderabad, and they need to deliver. We need to pick up the material from the Hyderabad warehouse and deliver it to the Vasai warehouse. Okay, so that is their full truckload requirement of direct delivery. So this is one example scenario.
Ajmal, are you ready with that?
Yeah, yes, Anath, good to go.
Yeah. You can start. You can start, Ajmal.
So, Paresh, like we discussed, no. So, client will be raising intent, okay. Paresh, hello.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir. I'm
yeah,
here.
go
I'm
ahead.
listening.
Yeah, so we are a 3PL company, so we will be having multiple operation across the country. So, client will be raising the intent for a particular destination with a specified vehicle type. So, our POC will be allocating the vehicle, then the loading and all this loading process will start. So, after loading, we need
Okay.
to provide the seller and other documents like invoice or whatever. So, after
Okay.
that, this track and trace will come during the in transit. So then it
Okay.
comes to the delivery part. So delivery, after delivery, we'll be getting the acknowledgement or POD. So then it will go to the vendor payment submission. So meantime, for few vendors like market vendors, we need to release the advance, some 85% or 9%. And other
Yes.
onboarded vendors, no, they'll be raising invoice on a fortnight basis or a monthly basis.
Okay. So final settlement. Yeah.
Yeah, final settlement, same one.
So after you receive the POD, then only we do final settlement, either for any other
Yeah.
our
After receiving
contracted
POD
vendors
and after
or
doing audit only,
market
we'll
vendors.
release settlement.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's
Understood, sir. That
both.
is done. Understood, sir. That scenario is understood, sir. And coming to
Okay.
the spark truckload, full truckload.
So as of now, we can go with the FTL only. So clubbing orders will be there. For example, if there is a multiple connections like
Okay.
B1D to some Thane and within Mumbai, so we'll be clubbing the orders with 2 to 5 customers in the same vehicles
Okay.
based upon the volume.
Okay. So for different customers going in the same route or same area, you will be clubbing them. So that we call it as a
No,
part
no,
truckload
different
only, sir.
customer we don't use
So,
to club. Same customer only we use to club.
acha, you club only same customer, which is having
Same
multiple
customer only.
delivery points. Okay.
Yeah,
So
multiple
example, you take
delivery.
from the warehouse and deliver to multiple wholesalers, right?
Yeah. So if
Okay.
one particular client having multiple dealers in the same city, so instead of sending two
Exactly.
smaller vehicles like mini truck or Tata, so we'll be allocating some 14 feet or larger truck, clubbing all these Indians together.
Perfect. Okay. That is understood, sir. And coming to this other charges, other expenses, like do you give diesel charges and all? Like what type
Sorry,
of
Paresh, I
vehicles do
missed.
we have? Do we have own vehicle? Do we have own
So
vehicle,
so
market
we
vehicle,
got 100 on fleet.
100 own fleet? Okay. And remaining use market vehicles, right?
Yeah, so we got only 100 on fleet, so which having 50 reefer vehicles containerized, cold storage.
Okay.
So remaining 50, 35 vehicles running in a particular location somewhere in Karnataka. So remaining 10 vehicles, no,
Okay.
like Tata is to 20 feet. So overall intent will be 10,000 to 12,000 average in a month.
Okay.
So for all other locations, we
Understood.
will be using this tie-up vendor vehicle or market vehicles.
Okay. Under vehicle. And you don't take contract vehicles like taking vehicles on contract for a month or something like that?
Yeah. Fixed model will be there, attached model based upon the client requirement. For example, this kind of Flipkart operation or like last mile delivery. So the vehicle will be fixing for
Yes.
30 days. If it is a line haul or long haul operation also, we'll be fixing vehicle for a monthly basis. And few of the customer, they will be giving that ad hoc basis intent. So there is no specific location. So it can be B1D to Pune also, it can be B1D to Hyderabad also. So based upon the intent only, we
Yes.
used to give these vehicles. Like this line mode and
Understood.
last
So in
mile
such
operation,
case,
the vehicle will be fixed.
fixed. Okay. Okay. So in variable cases, we use variable types of vehicles.
Yeah.
Understood. Understood, sir. Any other things related to contract, like what kind of contracts you give to your customers? Like it's a per piece chargeable or per kg, or how is it, sir?
No, in few of our paint operation, they are charging on a kg basis. So few of the paint customer, they will be charging, they are paying us like distance plus vehicle type or distance plus tonnage. So there are mix of the rate master for each client. So few of the
Sir,
customers
can
are
you repeat,
following
sir?
some, huh?
Can you repeat in detailed manner, sir, so I
Yeah,
can
one
note it
second.
down?
1 second, I'm showing.
എനിക്ക് മറ്റേ പുതിയ ഇറക്കമാണ് പഴയ ഇറക്കം
Yeah, Paresh, I'm sharing my screen.
Yes, sir. Now I'm able to see your screen.
So these are different kind of operation. Hello, yeah, Paresh.
Yes, sir. I'm seeing the share screen.
So coming to this first project, no, this is FMCG movement. So they got the 3 origin point. One is from Allahabad, second one is Saharanpur, and Bhagwanpur. So we'll be having 3 operation
Okay.
with the 3 POC. So the rate capturing is vehicle type plus dealer. For example, so they will be having some 200, 300 dealer codes. Okay, dealer code plus vehicle type. So they will be preferring vehicle type. It can be like LCV, SCV also. It can be like 20 feet and 32 feet also.
Okay.
So client will be paying us based upon the vehicle type plus dealer what we. So for Thane or coming to Delhi, so we'll be having n number of dealers in the same city or same location. So maybe the customers having different rate based upon the kilometer. So what is the criteria fixed by the client? So they will be going like vehicle type plus dealer code.
So in this case, how will we know that the customer is charging us correctly? When in case of a dealer code, we can have multiple dealer touch points, right?
Yeah, yeah, but the unique code will not change. You know, for each customer, we will be giving some unique code. So if it
Okay.
is EI 345 belongs to ABC links, no. If it is XYZ customer ABC trade link, will be ID 375. So they will be using only one code for one customer. So
Okay.
this is one mode of operation, vehicle type plus dealer code. So coming to this
Okay.
thing. So like for example, mini truck, Bolero, 14 feet, 20 feet, 32 feet. So same customer having same ID with different vehicle types, okay? And the contract amount may vary. For example, 2,500, 3,500, 5,000, 7,500, and 12,000.
Okay.
So if it is this XYZ trade link also belongs to the same city. For example, I'll take Thane.
Okay.
So it may vary or it can be the same. So based upon the kilometer or whatever, so there will be some different criteria for each client actually. So they will be
Okay.
providing like 2,300 for Tata is and remaining will be the same. So we will be capturing the agreement rate based upon this code plus vehicle type.
Understood.
This is one formula. Coming to the second part,
Okay.
same also FMCG. Here now we will be providing vehicles based upon the location plus vehicle type. So here we don't need this code for arriving the race. So it will be like city plus vehicle type.
Okay.
Understood, no? So this
Understood.
coming to the plywood operation, there is a tonnage. So by giving the vehicle type also, there will be a tonnage.
Okay. So it is weight basis,
Yeah, like 1
weight
MT,
slabs.
1.5 MT, yeah. So they'll be capturing the weighman slip, what captured in the weighman, this thing. So the
So
vehicle
this will be
capacity,
specific to full truckload only.
yeah, full truckload only.
Yeah, because weight slip is applicable only for full truckload. Understood. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll go for full truckload only for the time being. So this
Yeah.
tonnage plus location, no. So the vehicle type what we given is 1 MT. If the vehicle got loaded 1,075 kg, so we will be charging pro rata basis for a few customers.
Yes.
So 2,500 belongs to 1 MT, and remaining 75 kg will be billing at a pro rata.
Okay.
This is another model, and vehicle type plus model, and the few of we go per kg. Per kg also there for a few customer. Paresh, hello.
Yes, I'm here, sir. Hello, sir. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. No, it's audible. So, Paresh, these are the different rate capturing criteria for different customers. So, we'll be having some 25 clients with 75 location or 75 projects as of now. So, all location together
Okay.
will be giving some 1000 to 1200 LR in a month. So, in
In a
1200
month.
in a month. Sorry, no,
Okay.
12,000, 10,000 and 12,000 in a month.
Indians total pickups. Yeah, understood, sir. So all are currently referring to only direct delivery. So we do the pickup and we directly do the delivery. We don't send the parcels from one hub to another hub, right? Of our own company.
It is not a hub kind of operation. It will be dealer wise operation. So hub to hub model operation will be there. So for example, we are doing Tata Chroma line hold. So Tata
Okay.
Chroma, it is similar to the Flipkart operation, hub to hub movement. So there they will be having this last mile delivery or home delivery, doorstep delivery. So that model is
Door to door delivery. Yes.
coming to this pain. No, it will be going to dealer or project. So if it is a project or construction site, no, it will be treated as project. So they will be ordering some full truck load for a particular project. So that is minimal only, some 5 to 10% of the overall volume. So remaining one will be going dealer or distributor.
Okay.
So
So
it can be
90 to
also
95% we have
yeah.
90 to 95% we have full truck load, which is direct delivery. So we directly do the pickup on the same vehicle. We do the delivery to the dealers,
Okay. Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So we don't bring the items or whatever we pick up into our warehouse. We directly go to the dealers. That is 90 to 95% of our cases. The remaining cases that we take it to our other hub and then we do local delivery. That is two vehicles involved in the process, right?
Yeah.
Understood, sir. Understood.
So coming to the same client, so if there is a volume of 1 MT for this customer and another 1 MT for the second customer, so we can club the load together with a higher size vehicle for the same client. So this is not PTO, this is like
Yes.
a full truck load only for few
Full truck
customers.
load only, but multi touch point delivery.
Yeah, multi-point delivery will be there and coming to this thing. So this is loading location or origin. So maybe few of the SKU or few of the item will not be available in first point. So client will be suggesting we need to take two pickup, one from Allahabad, two from Saharanpur to a destination. So it can be multiple point pickup also.
Yes.
Multi pickup point will be there and multi delivery also will be there.
So when there is multiple pickup points, do we charge them any extra or something per touch point?
Yeah. So a few of the customer are giving some 200 to 500 rupees based upon the agreement. Few of the customers are no, they are not making any payment for multi pickup. So multi point also same only, some 500 7 rupees or whatever based upon the agreement. So it can be per point also, it can be this vehicle plus or location, whatever.
Okay.
So additional point charges will be there. And other charges like this Hamali and toll charges.
Do you face any detention charges anytime?
Detention.
Demurrage, I don't think you will face. Detention you might
This
face.
FMCG, we have that contract. So few of the customer, the vehicle has to report on or before 12 p.m. or 3 p.m. So some standard cutoff will be there. So vehicle has to report on or before that time. And if the vehicle is not getting unloaded in the same time, no, we can charge the detention based upon the vehicle type. The detention
Okay.
charge and the same has to be mentioned in the POD or LR, vehicle in time and vehicle out time with the security 0 sign.
That you will be getting the gate pass sign, right?
Yeah,
Slip,
yeah.
gate pass slip.
Yeah, gate pass also there, and a few of the customer they are writing directly to this POD, back of the POD or front page.
Acha. Understood, sir. So now I got an idea about the operations that we do.
Okay.
So thank you so much for this detailed explanation, sir. Now I am able to visualize a lot of things now. Coming to the next point of our discussion, I want to understand what are the bottlenecks and the hiccups that you are facing right now.
So first thing is this extension of e-way bill that is required, because now every time we need to follow this individual driver and driver whether the vehicle is got unloaded or not. For example, for this long haul movement like Chennai to Guwahati, it will take some 5 to 7 days. So in between, some roadblock will be there, some vehicle conditions like maintenance or something will be there. No, the driver will not inform us. So after expiring this e-way bill or after getting quoted by the sales team, no GST, then only will come to know the vehicle is not reached yet and the e-way bill got expired.
Ajmal, sorry to interrupt you. I'm on this
Yeah.
side. Actually, through the software, do we have any mechanism to track the e-bill expiry date through this software so that our team automatically get a pop-up
So we can share
through
our
SMS?
we can share our credentials. So if you have that integration, we can do it.
Yeah, fine.
So 80% of the e-way bill is getting generated under this our Citix ID, and few of the customer have their own this thing under say, SAP. So if the customer is creating the e-way bill in SAP, so it will not reflect in the Citix GST portal. So remaining customer, no, they will be assigning Citix as a transporter. There will be able to review the e-way bill and we can extend or we can do the modification. So that part we don't have any issue. For few of the customer, they are generating directly from SAP. So they'll be having their own e-way bill, where they are not mentioning Citix as a transporter. That is minimum only. Remaining, we can make the modification from our side. So
We cannot assign any phone number so that we can receive the pop-up on the same number.
Yeah, we can create a phone number. That will not be issue. We can provide it.
Fine.
So I think usually you need to have that credential only for this integration part. So if the vehicle
Yes,
is
sir.
not last delivery, so the e-way bill notification or extension has to be done.
Sure.
Exactly, exactly. So we should have an e-way bill expiry kind of a screen. In the e-way bill expiry screen, you will be getting a list of e-way bills that are going to expire and that are not yet delivered in our software,
Yeah.
right? So
Until
in
unless
such cases,
mark
those
the
can
delivery in
be
our software, no, it will be showing us in transit. So we'll be tracking that
exactly. So when
in phone,
the
and whichever is expiring near, no, we have to extend the e-way bill.
exactly. So the LR is not delivered, it is in transit, and the e-way bill is going to expire. So we'll be informing at least one day in advance. We can set the number of days that we want to alert, and the person who is responsible will follow up with either the driver will be even showing the numbers of the driver and all. So he can follow up with the driver or the vendor and then make sure that they are delivered.
Yeah, exactly. We can fix a time because this e-way bill extension will be starting by 4 p.m. on the prior day.
Okay,
So we can take a cut off every day morning 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. likewise.
understood, sir.
Okay. So that e-way bill is first thing. Second one is this number of days captured. For example, departure to delivery and arrived at destination and delivered. So there we have to calculate this detention or halting charges. So as of now, we are calculating manually. So client also preferring this LR, what we discussed, no. So that alone we
Okay.
have to capture separately based on the vehicle arrival and unloaded time. So both has
So
to
you
be.
want to capture vehicle arrival and vehicle unloaded time, these two
Yeah, we need to mark arrival first. No, the vehicle got
on the
vehicle.
delivered date and time?
Yeah. So then only we can
Okay.
capture the halting charges or detention charges. The vehicle arrived on assume today is 9th. Okay. So vehicle got reached on Saturday second half. 6th and vehicle is getting unloaded only on Monday evening. So the detention has to be captured. No.
Okay.
So few of the customer are missing the reporting time. So they will be providing POD with the delivered date. So where we are billing this client on a this 1 day or 2 day halting, where client will be claiming there is no arrival time mentioned in LR. So they will be referring the whatever date mentioned by the security or the supervisor.
Okay.
So if this vehicle arrival and departure is captured, then only we will be having that visibility.
Okay, departure means when it is unload is completed. Acha, departure means out pass.
Yeah, out. So there are 4 segments. Okay, arrived at reported at location for loading at the origin,
Okay,
and loading process may take 1 hour to 5 hours. It may vary depend upon the operation. So
okay,
vehicle reporting at origin, departure from origin, then we'll be arriving TAT or ETA at the destination. So vehicle arrival
okay.
at destination is the third one, and fourth one is unloaded.
Yeah, so two charges will be charging them, one at origin point, one at destination point.
Origin, most of the customers will be not paying any halting charges for loading. If there is any exceptional case only, they will be charging. So usually the
Okay,
vehicle has to report on within the TAT. So they will be fixing some 2 to 8 hours based upon the intent. So once they are giving the intent, we need to provide the vehicle or we need to deploy the vehicle within the stipulated time, like whatever they are giving the TATs, like 4 hour or 8 hour. So most of the cases we don't have any detention charge at this origin point. So destination we can charge this detention. So loading origin the halting will be exceptional. So that also we can try for clarity. So that no we will having that visibility.
okay, understood. That is noted, sir. Noted, sir. Any other issues or problems that you are facing currently?
Currently, so coming to the on-fleet part, no, like we discussed. So if we can provide this dashboard for this maintenance and all other notification like tax renewal, insurance renewal for on vehicle, not for market vehicles, including this driver advance and everything.
Yes, we do have, sir.
Okay,
We have
so that
insurance renewal, state permit renewal, EMI reminders. We do have everything, sir.
okay, so that is one thing on-fleet maintenance. And second thing is this FMS contract, no, whatever we are charging for this monthly basis to vendors.
Okay,
So they will be providing the monthly invoice for each vehicle, where we
okay,
will be having some standard formula to capture the kilometer. For example, the vehicle ran for 2,300 kilometer with 26 days. So maybe few of the vendors are they will be charging some extra kilometer based upon the odometer reading or driver input. So we'll
correct.
be capturing the specific or standard kilometer based upon the dealer code, X location to Y location. So they will be having some fixed kilometer, like 100 kilometer, 120 kilometer, where the vehicle ran for 135 kilometer due to some road diversion or X number of things. So vendor will be charging some 200 or 500 extra kilometer, where our system will be showing only X number of kilometer. So
Okay,
there we need this FMS type of the FMS contract will be there, no, for fixed vehicles.
okay,
Ajmal, Amit this side. I
Okay.
have a question. I have a question regarding the as discussed last time. Through the driver we can track the mobile. Through the driver mobile number we can track the vehicle. So my question is that how much time it will take to implement the process? Because for example, we have hired the vehicle from market. So how much time it will take to implement this process?
Yeah, Siddharthi, we don't need this FMS for market vehicles. So there are few operation with the fixed or attached model vehicle. The vehicle will
That's
be
all.
in the same location with 30 days. So
okay,
starting and ending will be in the same warehouse. For example, Thane to Bhiwandi, if there is a line hold, the vehicle will be loading from Thane for entire 30 days.
Okay.
So the kilometer can capture in Thane warehouse or our supervisor. So if the vendor having this GPS, no, we can parallelly cross check this GPS also for vendor billing. Whereas client having standard kilometer for each point from Thane. So if the customer having some 50 delivery point within Thane or Bhiwandi or Mumbai, so they will be having that dealer wise kilometer. So ABC customer having some 35 kilometer, that is fixed. So few of the customers charging likewise also, and few of the customers are charging actuals also based upon the kilometer or whatever kilometer capturing by the security.
okay.
So FMS will help for this contract, both this billing and vendor settlement. So vendor will be raising bill on a monthly basis with X number of vehicles. For example, if the vendor having 10 vehicles with some kilometers, so he'll be preparing invoice vehicle wise. So the kilometer alone we have to match in software.
Understood. Sir, what my idea was is that instead of relying on any other vendor's perspective of the kilometers that are traveled, or relying on the code of the consignee code, which you're saying, the depot code where we are going to deliver, we can rely on our own kilometer readings. And as you correctly suggested, in certain vendor contracts, we don't have extra kilometer clause. So in such cases, we
Yeah,
can skip the vehicle capture. Whereas in cases where we do have a vehicle clause, we can capture it. Right?
yeah, same only, correct.
Understood, sir. So based on that vehicle capture, we can use this kilometers and process it further and do correct proof of what has been traveled.
Yeah, correct. So, by a few of the customer, no, they will be having that delivery partner app. So they will be assigning some executive for delivery. So he'll be collecting the cash on delivery or this customer related part, calling customers. So there they are tracking GPS based upon the SIM tracking or GPS tracking with the field executive app.
Okay.
Few of the customers are following that also. Based upon the delivery app, no, they will be capturing the kilometer. So it can be
Yes.
GPS based tracking also, it can be SIM based tracking also. Like we are doing in this long one, no? For example, Tata, we are deploying one way truck in Tata. So we need to give that missed call from the driver mobile number. So they'll be having preferred number for Airtel, Geo, and Vodafone. So once the
Okay.
missed call alert is happening, the SIM tracking will ensure other than the GPS. So that tracking can be done. If it is a odometer also, we can capture the odometer.
Understood, sir. So what
Yeah,
my request was that, see, GPS tracking, it means that we have to place our devices, GPS tracking devices in the vehicle, right?
yeah, exactly.
And in case of SIM-based tracking, where currently we don't have any SIM-based tracking, but we have to rely on the customer SIM-based tracking, right?
But we need to have that visibility, for this long haul movement. For example, I am sending one vehicle from Cochin to Guwahati or Chennai to Kashmir. So where we can track this simple tracking, or if that vendor having GPS tracking, he can share the credentials.
Exactly.
But few of the credentials, that will be active for 15 minutes or 1 hour.
Yes.
This if it is we'll say or access tag only, they can share this credential for a particular period, like ETA of 1 day or 8 hours.
Yes.
So all other GPS having, they'll be having that 1 hour tracking only. So they need to share on each 1 hour. So
Exactly.
there
Yes,
we
sir.
can
I
have
understand.
this tracking. Yeah.
So wherever we have some long-term vendors who are with us for long term, for them we can do the integration because it makes sense for the long run. Whereas
Okay.
in case of SIM-based tracking also we can use, whereas we'll also provide some kind of an Excel import facility, okay, where you can import the data. But what I suggest is that we can have, if in case of our own vehicles and all, we can have our own SIM-based tracking also.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, so that would be helpful. So in case of vendors, we'll try. So wherever maximum possible, let's try to get the distance via SIM-based tracking or GPS tracking.
Okay.
Yeah. So we already have a SIM-based tracking module, using which you can implement for your own drivers at least for now. And maybe in the future, if you want, you can implement for market vehicles where you hire impulsively sometimes due to some requirement.
Yeah. Okay. Understood.
Understood, sir.
Okay. So
So
one
tracking and kilometer capture,
okay. So one is e-way bill, second one is this detention capturing, and third we can refer this base tracking.
tracking.
And one more thing, the fourth one. So we'll be getting various RFQ or quotation for new lines from existing customers also or new customers also. So the sales will be requesting the various intent from new locations. So where we can publish this RFQ for existing vendor partners.
In this,
Like,
there are actually multiple ideas which I have. So generally, what do you do currently if you have to publish RFQ to multiple vendors? What do you do right now?
so if it is a fixed model, no, like agreement model, we'll be going with, we'll be signing contract with vendors also. So if it is a 1 year contract with the X to Y location for the entire 1 year, so we'll be signing the contract with third party or whatever our transporter. So few of the customer having live bidding, like Tata is preferring Super Procure software for bidding. So Tata will be posting that intent in the Super Procure and will be having that login credentials. So we'll be bidding on a real-time basis. If our right is capturing in L1, we can deploy the vehicle.
Okay, so you use the Tata portal and then you post over there, right?
So Tata will be posting the intent to the Super Procure. So Tata will be having different vendor partners or logistics partners like us. So they'll be posting intent in
Okay,
Super Procure. So we will be quoting our rate on
okay,
a real-time basis. So they will be having some 5 minutes or 15 minutes based upon the route and tonnage. So we'll
okay.
be bidding on it's like live bidding only. So
Spot rates. We call it
yeah,
spot rates.
same we can provide with our transport partners also.
Okay. So currently, when you are giving to your transport partners, when you are giving this option of how do you do currently? That is my question, sir.
Yeah, for fixed, I told for fixed lanes, we'll be having that agreement with vendors. All these ad hoc move, so we'll be having that POC in our warehouse and it can be centrally managed from HO also.
So like it is
The
manually done,
unique
right? We call the different vendors and we get it
yeah,
right
yeah.
right now.
So we have that location-wise vendor master. So for example, one client is requesting intent from Calcutta to Odisha or Cuttack to Chennai. So we'll be contacting
Huh,
that regional vendor for rates and we'll be getting the
understood.
rates and provide the vehicle. So if it is a fixed contract, no, so we'll be going with agreement with this transport vendor. There are two models.
Understood. So we will definitely be checking both the options, right? Whichever is cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. So what our
Exactly.
requirement is, if you can provide this live bidding portal, so we'll be onboarding all our vendors. For example, we having some 50 to 60 vendors in Chennai, we can onboard all of the vendors and we can provide credentials and we'll be posting the intent to this vendor app. So they can bid similarly and they can provide the vehicles. And billing also can be done via this intent number or whatever the unique code will be generating, no? Based upon that, that billing
Okay.
vendor can bill to us. I think that's the
Okay.
model in the
So
market, this bidding part.
uh, yes, sir. I understand that is a model in the market, but my question was, sir, these days that bidding portals are increasing a lot, and the vendors are finding it difficult to, manage all the different portals and then, apply for bid on that portal and then maintain consistency with the same vehicle on the other portal. So,
Yeah,
do you think that the vendors will successfully be participating in this activity?
for them it is easy way to track, no, for coming to Tirumala transport. Okay, so he'll be giving vehicles to n number of customers. So currently
Yes.
he's noting down in the diary or somewhere. So the communication has to go. If CTX is providing some load to some XYZ transporter, no, the communication has to go. If it is WhatsApp
Okay.
communication, call communication, mail communication, or bidding communication. So where we can track the data in bidding app easily instead of this WhatsApp and phone calls. So these
No, no,
nowadays
tracking the data is correct.
with this bidding board instead of this phone call, WhatsApp and all.
Okay. Understood, sir. Understood.
It
Now
will
I
be
am
sent
getting an idea.
via channel, okay, whether it is WhatsApp or phone call or mail or internet.
Huh.
See, at the end of the day, the phone call has to happen. So if the vendor will be providing vehicle number and this thing in the same portal, and then our POC will be in that calling the driver and guiding our location. So all this
Okay.
manual work has to be done if we are going for this bidding portal also. But still, if we need to have that visibility, we have to go for this bidding model only.
Understood. Bidding portal.
Because a few of the local transport, no, they will be claiming like I agreed for 25,000, where your person mentioned as 22,000 only. The 3,000 difference is coming. So where we can eliminate this kind of contract or whatever rate we agreed at the time of transit. So at the time of
Understood,
billing
sir.
only, where our system is capturing or our POC updating the cost at 22,000, whereas this vendor is billing for 25,000. So he'll be like, there is a market condition, and I brought the vehicle from 100 kilometers far, and this is the cost what we paid.
Okay.
So these are the scenario for going live for bidding portal. So that we can discuss.
Sure, sir.
So I think Paresh, can we go for the step-by-step demonstration for the Softpal? So this is the ideology. While going the process now, we'll discuss further. Correct now?
Yes, sir.
See, our model is simple only, but it is not like a single mode of operation because we have a number of clients. So this requirement, billing, everything will be depend upon the client requirement. For example, if it is a DHL or Amazon move, they will be having same formula for all across country operation.
Yes.
Same model for all operation. If they are opening 100 branch in a city also, there will be same process. But where we having different client with different format in the same city. So we can go this client wise for this rate generation and inland whatever the flow is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We do have client-wise contract. So we have vendor-wise contract as well as customer-wise contract. So
Okay.
whatever type of rates you feed in that contract, those are the type of rates that will be applying automatically to this LR, what we call as LR
Yeah,
or
yeah.
airway bill number, whatever you call. Yeah.
Okay. So let's keep this
Okay.
PTL aside for the time being. So we'll discuss for only for full truck operation.
Feed full truckload. Yeah.
Okay. So PTL will keep aside. So we will be going initially for FTL only.
Yeah.
Peter,
Is
okay,
everyone
but
able
at
to
the
see
time
my
of
screen?
discussion, no, this at the time of this discussion, from now we'll go for FTL first, then we'll go for PTL.
Yes, sir. Because 90% of our operations are FTL, so we'll be
Yeah.
focusing on FTL first. I understand.
Okay. So in FTL, we'll be
So
clubbing orders. That's the one thing. So delivery
yes,
point
sir.
can be 1 and delivery point can be 12 also, based upon the dealer
Yes,
or
sir.
distributor. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, are you able to see my screen, sir?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah. So this is the pickup request entry screen. So this is what you call as an indent in the real time of your working, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
So here you see that we have received the request via call, or sometimes we receive via SMS or the portal. CMS is the portal. So there are different ways we receive the request. So we record that also. And here we are, since it is a full truckload, the request we may make it as full truckload. In the full truckload, the customer will mention to us that, I want the vehicle type. So let's say Bolero or whatever container is there, Itcher. These are all the vehicle types. They are there in my demo portal. So
Okay.
let's say we select Tata Ace. The customer has requested for Tata Ace, and he is confirming. Unless and until it is confirmed, we can just record the indent, and later when we receive a confirmation, we can confirm it. And what is the request point? Let's say we have been requested with different locations, right? MIDC area or whatever different types of areas are there where we received the request. Here we can select the request point. And then what is the distance? Let's say it is 100 kilometers, for example, to that distance. Approximately, this is just recording. Here, whatever the actual from the GPS tracking and the SIM tracking, actual distance will be recorded from here. Okay, which
Okay.
customer currently has requested? Let's say Aerolite Industries has requested. In the Aerolite Industries, who is the contact person who has given this indent? Let's say Ramashish, for example. Okay, what is his contact number? So, so this we can enter the contact number over here. And what date we have to send the vehicle? This is the pickup date. And then we record the origin and then the customer details and the destination details,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So, so yeah. So and then we hit the save. So here we have very little mandatory fields and so that whatever data because the client gives on us on the call is very limited. So whatever we know, we just enter it and we move forward. Okay.
Okay.
And here we have consignee code. So consignee code means, as you mentioned, the depots, the saved depots that we have. So we can select them over here.
Okay.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
will even show you the screen that we use for saving this depot. So this is called consignee screen over here.
Okay.
So let me just log off and log in again from the starting so you get an idea. So this is the login that I'm following. So as you can see, the company comes over here. You can have multiple companies under one umbrella. That facility is also available with us.
Okay.
So again, here inside, here you can see that this is the Vasai hub that I'm logged in into, and this is my login, this is my role. I can log out from here as well. So in the customer, I'm going to the consignee. So these are the consignees. So currently in my location, Vasai active, the Vasai location, these are the three consignees I have saved. So I'm just opening a new tab. So here, this is the consignee code that you mentioned earlier, sir. That is a unique number based on which we'll be capturing rates. That is the
Okay.
code that we'll be entering over here. And then here the remaining address details of the consignee, even the mobile number, so that at the time of delivery, if the driver is not able to find the address and or the location, he can contact this consignee instead of contacting us or the customer. The driver knows whom to really call. And we have two mobile numbers facility available over here. Just in case the customer consignee does not pick up one call, we can call another number. And then at the last resort, he calls Citix or he calls the customer. Right? So let me again jump back to our pickup request entry screen. So yeah, in the pickup request screen, full truck load, vehicle model. Let's say I'm selecting Bolero. It is confirmed, and let's say Evershine City in Vasai. Approximate distance is 100 kilometers. And let's say the customer is Aerolite Industries. Okay. So from the customer master, all the details of this particular customer are fetched automatically. You can see even the address is fetched automatically. If we need to change the address, there is a facility of changing the address. So for now, let's just take a simple scenario and move forward. Okay, LT cartridge I'm selecting. Okay, so again, so when I select the consignee, all the address details are populated automatically. I just have to hit a save button. And this is my indent number, 174.
Okay. So do we have any option for bulk uploading this indent? Because few of the customer, they are raising some 30 to 35 indents on a daily basis. And coming to one cement operation, no, they will be posting bid in 3 or 4 times in an hour. So they'll be having that 30 to 40 indents. So there we can download the Excel. If we have that uploading option, no, that will be helpful.
Yes, sir. That option can be provided in every screen. You can see in every screen, we always do provide Excel import option. Okay. So where you
Hmm.
can bulk upload data, but the format will be we have to fix on one particular format. No matter
Huh.
what the customer, we'll make sure that we convert the Excel that is downloaded from their portal into our own format.
Okay. So this pickup
And we have
entry
to make sure
we
the
have an option, no, for bulk upload.
yes, sir. We can provide an option over here of
So
bulk upload in the pickup
similarly,
request.
so we can download the template and we have
Is
to
that
upload the data.
at the end? It's
Yes,
there.
sir.
You go down at the bottom of the page. It is there.
Okay.
Please go down.
So,
Yeah, here
see,
it
sir.
is.
We
I see
download the
it.
sample Excel and then we'll do import Excel.
So how many fields are there in the sample?
I'm just opening it, sir. Just- So here you can see that there are very minimal fields only. So whatever fields are compulsory, right, sir? So the fields which are compulsory on this screen, so they are only there. So here you can just enter just sample like code. You can just enter the consignee code and automatically that address will be fetched. So in the import Excel, currently what fields we have as mandatory are marked in red. So that we can change over a period of time. Let's say you want to make certain fields optional, certain fields mandatory, that we can change. That is because it is all customizable. Okay,
Okay.
each and every module is built in such a way that is customizable. There are certain fields that cannot be customized because they have a purpose of being there. They have a purpose that they serve by being there. They have a linkage to the future. That is why they cannot be customized. Whereas certain fields can be customized. So that obviously we'll take when we are discussing the real operations and then we are doing the real data entry of a real world scenario of yours. So in that case, we can discuss on the fields and everything. But whatever fields you can see are in the bold over here in the star. Those I would say are the compulsory fields, right? So the as and when you select a particular customer, as we had selected Aerolite Industries, everything is fetched automatically. So currently we have seen that we have created a indent, right? So after creating indent, in case of full truckload, we do a vehicle placement.
Okay. So based upon the pickup entry completion, no, any code will be generating like pickup entry request or indent number.
Yeah, indent number, pickup request number is generated, sir. So if you want, I'll just do one more pickup request indent number for you.
Complete one pickup request based upon that, no, we can allocate the vehicle.
Yeah, sure.
So just fill up random.
I'll just create a note so where I can save. So here, I'll do a pickup request number. Meanwhile, I'll just show you this. Okay, let me go first. Just a moment. Let's see. So, sir, here you can see 175. 175 is the pickup request number,
Okay.
right? At the bottom, you can see. So now, based on that, we'll do a vehicle placement. In the vehicle placement, here we place the vehicle. So between this pickup request and vehicle placement, we'll be contacting the vendors, getting the rates, and fixing on a particular vendor.
Okay.
So here, let's say Ashit OPS is the employee who is currently responsible for this vehicle placement. And let's say vehicle number is MH01 AB1234. Okay. So this vehicle belongs to the vendor Naveen Test Transport. So I have already entered my master data of the vehicles. Okay. So this is the vehicle I'm going to get. And let's say the driver is Pravakar Jha. Okay. This is the name of the driver who has come. And I have discussed with the vendor that total trip charges are 2000 rupees and the advance I'm going to do is 1500 rupees and remaining 500 rupees is the balance. Right? Any
Yeah,
doubts
yes.
until here?
No.
Okay. So here you can see my pickup request number 175, which I have got over here. So that is from Vasai to Vasai. Right? So
So
I'll be selecting this.
we can assign any vehicle to any indent number, no? So
Yes.
there is some criteria like after completing 175 only we can go for 176.
No, sir. There's a pop-up here. You just click on the checkbox, or if you remember the number, you just type in the number in the request number field and then you move forward.
Okay.
And here you
So
can see your very important field which you mentioned earlier, sir. Approximate reporting time,
okay.
right? And here you can write other remarks which you need to convey to the particular vehicle placement vendor. Okay. So I
Okay.
have added. Now I'll click on close. So I need to add remarks compulsory. Let's say
So one more thing is that this
reach
rate
on
is
time.
mandatory.
Sir,
So this rate what you entered, no?
the rate part, the charges part, right?
So, is the trip charges is mandatory for fixed vehicle? We'll be having contract basis. No, we'll be not entering the trip charges. So it
I'll
is
take you there, sir. I'll show you
okay.
that also. So
Okay.
just a second, I'll just close this, sir. Let me just close. So you see that it is closed it is closed properly.
Okay.
Yeah. So this vehicle placement is completed. Okay. Now let me just refresh the screen and explain to you the trip charges part. So in case of transporter vehicle or market vehicle, trip charges are mandatory. In case of own vehicle, okay. So let me take you to, let me just, try out other vehicles. So in case of own vehicles or in case of rented vehicles, that we call it as contract vehicles. Okay. In case of contract vehicles, you can see the charges are optional. See here, vehicle
Okay.
type, you can see over here. Okay. So these are transporter. So in this, like that, there are different types of vehicle. So in that cases, it is optional, right? Okay. So let me go to the next. So now we have placed the vehicle, right? So now the next step is that we'll be generating an LR.
So Siddharth,
So
before going to this LR generation, no. So one thing is visibility. So do we have any mapping like POC wise or location wise?
pardon me, sir, can you repeat?
But actually, we don't need to. So we'll be providing credentials, no, for each POC.
POC. POC means,
Our
sir?
What is a POC?
POC in the sense for who's responsible for that operation. For example, we have divided the operations into project wise.
Okay.
So the concerned POC need to have that visibility only for that particular project. So if it is
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so here we have got,
okay.
yeah, we can have different logins. Each login will have its own scope of data visibility. And here we have got pickup list also. So on the pickup list, he can see only his own data, what is based upon the login.
Okay. So individual pickup requests will be generating for each location.
Yes, yes, sir. I'll give you an example, sir.
But
Currently,
this
the
is
demo
numerical
which
only. Can we go for alphanumerical?
one second, sir. One second, sir. First, let me clear the original doubt. Here,
Okay.
sir, you can see over here that current in this demo, what we have divided is that we have divided logins into locations. Let's say we have locations Vasai and we have location Gurgaon. So the customers
No,
who are
no,
uh,
the POC
for
will
Vasai, sorry,
see that now for me, no, that LR page is only visible.
yes, sir, I'm in LR page only. I'm just explaining to you, sir.
Yeah, okay, okay, done.
Okay, so when I am creating a customer, I have a facility of selecting that customer uh, is need to be visible in which locations. For example, I have a customer who needs to be visible only in Vasai location, right? So
Okay,
currently, I have arranged a demo in that perspective. So you have a facility of selecting which customer is should be visible. Either a customer is global, he can give order from anywhere to any hub.
so
Anyone can do. So it's visible
so we
everywhere.
have
If you have given,
okay.
so
So
now
we have
here
that
in
option to give access to individual POC or individual person.
exactly individual. So when I log into Vasai, I can see only Vasai related pickups. I can see only Vasai related LRs. So if I go into this pickup entry list, which I have done here, so when Gurgaon does any pickup, it does not come in this pickup entry list.
But there also this pickup is generating only for numerical. No? For example, Gurgaon pickup is generating with 175 number. The same 175 can be done in B1D also, or is
No,
that like
no,
any
sir.
other region?
Okay, we have a very beautiful thing called serial, sir. We call this numbers as serial. So in this
Okay,
serial, we have a very configurable serial. So what happens?
okay,
I'll explain to you. There are one option saying that each year throughout the company, the number should start with 1 or say 1001 or say 1 lakhs 1. Okay. And now next
okay,
year also again 1 lakhs 1 will be generated. But if you want, let's say that throughout the year, throughout your lifetime, only one series should be followed. So at the starting, it should start with 1 and the ending should be never ending. It should just keep on going. That can be done. If you want location wise numbers, so you can define location wise numbers. So this indent number is an internal number. So it won't matter much. But let me take you to the LR number. That is the consignment number. So for each
okay.
customer, you assign a particular LR number series. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Exact. We call it as a stock. So for each customer, we assign a stock, saying that it will start with 1 lakhs 1, or it will start with 5 lakhs 1. That will keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. So you can even keep track of the LRs that you have generated based on customer. Just by seeing the LR number, you can tell the customer. you can fix it on such particular series for each customer, or you can fix it for each location. So these are all configurable things that are there. Based on your company's standard operating procedure, you can configure it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So where these series are being followed. Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, I think Sandeep has a question here at the end.
Sorry.
Sandeep, you have raised the hand. Sandeep, please unmute. Sandeep, you are on mute.
Sandeep, I think there is some issue. Sandeep, I think you just log off and log in again. Amit, Sandeep is with you or he's somewhere else?
Now you please carry on. I will talk to him.
I think there is some issue in his system.
Okay, so I'll continue. So, answering the question of series, I have answered the question, sir. May I continue with my process?
Yes.
Okay, so now we'll be generating the LR. As you can see, what I've just entered this pickup request number 175. All the details which I've entered over there are automatically fetched. Remaining details, once I know the item invoice value and everything, I'll be entering over here. Let's say I'm just entering some sample dimensions over here. Let's say 100 kilos. And here is the item that we are delivering. Let's say this dishwasher. Okay, and the invoice number is 123. So this is just one piece, just for a demo, I'm doing it. So, I've entered. So the chargeable weight is 100 kgs. Since the volume here, we calculate two things, that is the volumetric weight and the actual weight.
Siddharth, your voice is gone. Siddharth,
Is
are
it,
you there?
yeah,
Yeah,
am I
now
audible
it's
now?
okay.
Okay, sorry, I'll just repeat. So once I have entered the pickup request number, you can see all the details that I had entered earlier come automatically over here. Okay. Aerolite Industries, Vasai, everything, they are coming automatically. There are some additional fields like item invoice value, because once the invoice value is more than 50,000, then e-way bill number becomes compulsory. And here you can see we have e-way bill expiry date. So these are the details that we can use. Also, we do have an e-way bill integration where you can directly generate e-way bill from this software without going to the GST software, and also perform the necessary actions. And also again part B number is there. So I have taken example of quantity one and I have entered some details. So here we have two things. Here we have actual weight and volumetric weight. So whichever is higher is taken as the chargeable weight. Here you can see volumetric weight is just 0.37 kgs, whereas actual weight is 100 kgs. And that is how chargeable weight is taking as 100 kgs. Okay. And here you can see all the standard
Has
details
that
and
has
everything
got
have
this
come.
thing.
Just a second, sir. I'll just complete 1 second.
Yeah,
So
sure.
here will be all the details are fetched. You can see over here the vehicle that we are going to send is over here. So in case of spot rates, we do have something called as manual checkbox where for a particular customer you will be marking that this customer is allowed to enter spot rates. Yes. For example, the Tata customer which sir had told earlier. So in case of that customer, only will be enabling this checkbox where we can enter the spot rates. In case of contract customers, this checkbox will be disabled. So nowhere you can override the contract rates. Okay. So here, let's say I am having spot rates enabled. Let's say I'm entering 10,000 rupees. So GST is added, and here we have the different types of charges. If we have out of delivery area, if it's a delivery area, go down charges, detention charges, lot of charges are there. Door collection, loading, unloading. These charges are there. There are cases I understand that we don't know beforehand how much this is going to be charged, but just in case we know beforehand, we have facility to enter. And if you get to know at a later point, at any point of time, after the delivery, before the bill is raised, you can enter the charges. We have that facility. This is just, I'm showing just in case you know, you can enter. And any bill remarks that you know, you can enter over here. And at the bottom, you can click on save and continue. And here, you can see we have mail, SMS facilities. So what happens is that when you just do a booking at that time, and email or SMS gets sent to the customer if you want such facility, that is also available. And here there are different tax slabs. For example, there is see again, this number is generated. I'm just copying it and pasting it for my future usage purposes over here in the demo. Yeah. Okay. So here there are some services for which we charge 12% GST. Some services we charge 18% GST, and some services we charge 0% GST. That is also possible with the help of service dropdown. I'll just take you over there. So depending on that configuration, automatically GST will become you will be coming. You will not have any need to enter GST each and every time. So here you can see product and service. So in the service here, using this you can configure, right? So this is NT which I have created. That means no tax. So if I select NT, I will get zero tax. So this PTL I have configured currently as 18% tax. So these are my configurations that are available right now. So anyways, it can be configured to any GST percentage or any tax percentage. And also we have a facility of making tax exemption for a particular customer. Yes, sir. So I'm done with generating my LR number. Please tell me your question, sir.
So earlier I was about to speak through the something by laptops, but voice was not conveyed. So first question on the indent entry where the pickup we entered. So we need two options to modify there. First one is the requirement of the vehicles, how many vehicles are required for the particular customers. That should be mentioned in the number. And second one, if customer is on the tonnage basis, then they may be raised for the 100 metric ton requirements indent to us, or maybe a 50 tons. So that should be also the option should marked in the indent category. So we will mention that the 50-ton indents we got from the customer and we need to place the vehicle, right? So two modification need to there. Siddharth, you got it?
Yes, sir. I'm just noting it down. Number of vehicles and
Yes.
total tonnage. Both are needed.
Yes. Yeah.
Both will
So
be an optional
because there
value
is a yeah, because the same
for
customer
whom it is
might be raised
compulsory
for
will be
the two or
entered.
three vehicles. Yeah. And the same customer, which is bulk movement, might be they ask for the 100 MT requirements or 200 MT requirements for the particular date. So that should be also the planned, right? So it was the indent planning, and the in LR booking we should add on the charges. Uh, tonnage capacity, because some customer contracted on the like 18 MT, for example. If customer got contracted with us on 18 MT, but somehow he loaded a 20 MT in our vehicle, and vehicle capacity was also 20 MT. So we charge to the customer 20 MT rather than the 18 MT, right? First. And second one, if customer loaded the vehicle on 15 MT and our contract is up to 18 MT on the fixed model in FTL. So we will charge not 15, we will charge 18 MT to the customer.
मतलब ये पर केजी रेट्स की बात कर रहे हैं सर आप?
No, no, no. I'm not talking about the per kg. मैं ये बात कर रहा हूँ कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई कस्टमर मेरे साथ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में है ऑन इन FTL सेगमेंट. तो FTL सेगमेंट में क्या होता है, माइट बी दे हैव लेस लोड बट आवर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज हायर देन एक्चुअल लोड. तो सपोज उसके पास 10 टन ही माल है, बट मेरा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट 18 टन का उसके साथ 15 टन का.
हाँ, इसमें कैसा है ना सर, जब आप कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बनाते हो ना सॉफ्टवेयर में, देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज मिनिमम चार्जेबल वेट. तो आप यहाँ पे चार्जेबल वेट अगर आपका 15 टन आया और मिनिमम चार्जेबल वेट 18 टन है, तो 18 टन का ही पैसा लगेगा उसको.
नहीं,
यहाँ
सो
पे
इन
रेट जो है
LR
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट से फेच होते हैं.
I understood.
अच्छा, एलआर
But
बुकिंग
in
में 18
LR
टन आना
booking,
चाहिए.
exactly. So whenever I'll get to know the my LR in system कि वो LR का मैंने कैसे काटा था, क्या चार्जेस थे और कितने पे मैंने वो किया, तो that should be the visible कि भैया ये इतने मटेरियल एक्चुअल लोड थी बट चार्ज वेट इसका इतना था.
ठीक है, खाली वो दिखना चाहिए बस आपको.
Yes.
Understood, sir.
And mode of shipment. It is on to be built or क्यों है? है. बाद में.
और सर अगर व्हीकल का कैपेसिटी ज्यादा हो जाता है तो वो भी अपन रोकना है, करेक्ट?
Correct. So in LR booking, system will not allow to overseed the like vehicle capacity in material. So vehicle capacity अगर मेरा 18 है तो वो passing
सर,
vehicle
है.
में तो 20 MT मिल जा सकता है. हाँ ठीक है फिर, not an issue.
यस सर, मैं खाली लिख ले रहा हूँ ताकि आपको दिखा भी सकता हूँ.
हाँ sure.
ठीक है, तो अभी ये अपन ने एलआर जनरेट कर दिया. तो अभी यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो कि एलआर की सीरीज क्या आई थी. जैसे मैंने एलआर की सीरीज ये वसई हब के लिए ये इधर से शुरू की थी, तो वैसे
हाँ
73
सिद्धार्थ,
है
one
और एक
more
जनरेट
thing.
करूंगा 74. हाँ,
One more thing, while making the any spot rates in system, so वहाँ पे मेरे को ना एक attachment का option चाहिए. So if any customer in today's days and in the future as well, if any customer comes in the spot segment and we have option to get them like in board and process their LR and indents or all. So वहाँ पे मेरे को manual rates के लिए ना that should be one attachment. We should get the rate confirmation from client over mail and in any SMS on the written document, so that can be uploaded and verified from the finance side that it is
एक ही
the
फाइल
rate
रहेगा,
is
अपलोड
valid.
फाइल, ओनली वन फाइल,
So
राइट सर?
रेट का, हाँ जो रेट का अपना स्पॉट रहेगा ना, दैट शुड बी द एनी वैलिड प्रूफ कि वो हमारे सिस्टम में होना चाहिए कि वो रेट किसने अप्रूव करा है, कस्टमर ने करा है नहीं करा, या मैनुअली हमने एंटर किया है.
तो वो मैंने उधर एलआर स्क्रीन में बिल रिमार्क्स के फील्ड था, उधर भी आप लिख सकते हो, पर आप उसका
नहीं
अपलोड
वो
ऑप्शन भी
तो
दे दूंगा मैं.
नहीं वो तो बिल्टी तो विल गोइंग टू रेज बाय द आर पर्सन है ना. तो वी डू नॉट
हाँ,
हैव एनी कम्युनिकेशन फ्रॉम क्लाइंट साइड ना ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ प्रूफ.
यस
तो हमें प्रूफ के लिए
यस,
भी कस्टमर के एंड से चाहिए कि स्पॉट में ये रेट उसने कमिट किया है, आई विल गोइंग टू चार्ज देम.
हाँ, करेक्ट, समझ गया सर. तो अभी मैं नेक्स्ट स्टेप में चलता हूँ. अभी नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या है कि ये मेमो. मेमो मतलब अपना मैनिफेस्ट ले लो, डिलीवरी मेमो, ये मेमो बोलते हैं अपन इसको. मैंने मेमो या मैनिफेस्ट आपके लैंग्वेजेस में. तो अभी आप देखें, मैं जो कंजर्व नंबर जनरेट किया था यहाँ पे दिख रहा है. ओके, तो मैं यहाँ
हाँ
पे इसको
विजिबल.
टिक करता हूँ और इसको ऐड करता हूँ. करेक्ट, तो ये मेमो आ गया. तो मेरा मेमो नंबर है 125. ओके, तो अभी ये मेमो मैंने ऐड कर दिया और क्लोज कर दिया, क्योंकि एक ही एलआर जाएगा एक गाड़ी में, फुल ट्रक लोड है. तो मैं इसका 125 नंबर भी लिख लेता हूँ, मेमो 125। ठीक है, तो ये हो गया, मेमो अपना क्लोज भी हो गया, करेक्ट। तो अभी यहाँ पे ट्रैकिंग स्क्रीन है। तो अपन ट्रैकिंग स्क्रीन में क्या है कि पूरा डिटेल यहाँ पे वो एलआर का पूरा डिटेल आप देख सकते हो। तो यहाँ पे देखो मैंने पेस्ट किया और ये ट्रैक किया। ओके, तो ट्रैकिंग में आपको पूरा स्टार्टिंग से एंडिंग, कस्टमर को क्या चार्ज किया, क्या एक्सपेंस हुआ, एडवांस गया, क्या गया, पूरा उसका कच्चा चिट्ठा दिखता है। जैसे यहाँ पे इंडेंट किसने डाला, इंडेंट आशित ओपीएस ने डाला। एलआर किसने बनाया, एलआर आशित ओपीएस ने बनाया। कौन से टाइम को बनाया, डेट, टाइम, आवर्स, मिनट, सेकंड्स पूरा दिखता है। और चलो मेमो किसने बनाया है, कब बनाया है, डेस्टिनेशन किधर है, कौन सा गाड़ी में भेजा, ड्राइवर का नंबर, पूरा एक ही जगह पे मिलेगा। क्या पीसेस जा रहे हैं उसके अंदर, डिश वॉशर जा रहा, अपन डाले थे डिश वॉशर, दिख रहा है आपको।
Yeah,
तो
it's
यहाँ पे
visible
आपको
now.
सब ये ट्रैकिंग में सब दिखता है। एड्रेस देखो, कस्टमर का एड्रेस, कंसाइनी का एड्रेस, किधर जाना है, उसका फोन नंबर, सब सब इधर आ जाता है। ओके, तो अभी मैं आता हूँ, तो ये मेमो बना दिए। मेमो बना के के बाद अपना मेन स्टेप इधर आ जाता है, एलएचएस। एलएचएस मतलब लॉरी हायर शीट। ओके, तो अभी आप देखेंगे अपन ने जब व्हीकल प्लेसमेंट किया था तब जो चार्जेस आए थे वो इसमें ऑटोमेटिक आ जाते हैं। ओ, एक चीज और एक बताना भूल गया हूँ मैं, लेट मी जस्ट डिलीट एंड क्रिएट अगेन। तो अपना क्या है यहाँ पे, डायरेक्ट डिलीवरी है, तो वो मैं आपको बताना भूल गया, लेट मी टेक यू बैक। तो यहाँ पे मेरे को मैनिफेस्ट नंबर 125 चाहिए था, तो मैं खोलता हूँ उसको। यहाँ पे डिलीट कर देता हूँ, डिलीट हो गया। अब मैं वापस मेमो बनाता हूँ। तो इसमें क्या है ना, मेमो का दो पार्ट्स हमारे पास है। एक क्या, एक हब से दूसरे हब जाता है, और एक डायरेक्ट डिलीवरी, सीधा जा डिलीवरी कर, बस और कुछ परवाह ही नहीं है अपने को। तो यहाँ पे वसई में सिलेक्ट करता हूँ। तो देखिए आप, वापस मैं ऐड कर सकता हूँ, कभी भी कुछ भी हो जाता है वापस ऐड कर सकते हैं। तो अभी आया नंबर देखो 126, दूसरा नंबर आएगा। वो नंबर 125 डिलीट कर दिया था इसलिए, तो वो हिस्ट्री भी मिलेगा आपको कि किसने क्या डिलीट किया, क्या क्रिएट किया वापस। तो अपना 126 है, तो अभी 126 का मैं वापस एलएच बनाऊंगा, एलएचएस। तो लॉरी हायर शीट बनाया, स्टेशन वैसे। अब यहाँ पे मेरा व्हीकल नंबर था NH 1234 2000 2500 508। तो ये अपन ने किया था उधर। अच्छा, तो यहाँ पे देखिए आप, जैसा व्हीकल प्लेसमेंट में पैसे डाले थे पूरे ऑटोमेटिक फेच हो गए। ओके, तो अभी ये एलएचएस में अपन अपना 126 जो भी मैनिफेस्ट नंबर था वो ऐड किए। एलएचएस नंबर आया 84, यहाँ पे 126 चेंज कर देता हूँ। तो यहाँ पे एलएचएस नंबर ऐड हो गया, इसको क्लोज कर देते हैं। ये क्लोज हो गया, ठीक है, एलएचएस नंबर क्लोज हो गया अपना। तो अभी एलएचएस मतलब अभी अपना गाड़ी उधर रेडी है। तो अभी गाड़ी अपन भेजने से पहले सबसे पहले करते हैं वेंडर सेटलमेंट। तो जनरली क्या है कि कंपनी में दो डिपार्टमेंट रहते हैं, एक ऑपरेशन डिपार्टमेंट और एक एलएचएस डिपार्टमेंट। तो जब एलएचएस क्रिएट हो जाता है, अपन अकाउंट डिपार्टमेंट को भी बोल सकते हैं, या अपन अगर आपके उसमें दोनों मर्ज है तो आप खुद भी कर सकते हैं। तो ये मेरा एग्जाम्पल में मैंने एक ही जगह रखा है ताकि आपको इजीली समझ में आए। तो अपन ने नवीन वाले को दिया था, वेंडर को। तो यहाँ पे व्हीकल अपन पॉपअप में से सिलेक्ट करते हैं, आ गया ये अपना 84 वाला, LHS 84। यहाँ पे देखो 84 था, तो ये आ गया। तो इसमें अपने को आ गया। तो इसमें क्या है ना, अपन डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ पेमेंट कर सकते हैं। तो ये बहुत ध्यान से आप लोग समझिएगा। तो अपन क्या है ना, अभी वेंडर को पेमेंट करते हैं तो अलग अलग टाइप का, एक क्या है कि अपन थोड़ा कैश ड्राइवर को देते हैं, एक अपन हो सकता है डीजल का खर्चा भी देते हैं, तो इसमें वो भी फैसिलिटी है। और एक ऑप्शन क्या है कि अपन सीधा वेंडर को ऑनलाइन पे करते हैं, अपन ड्राइवर को कुछ नहीं देते हैं। ओके, या कभी कभार ड्राइवर को थोड़ा पार्ट।
सिद्धार्थ,
मेरी आवाज सबको आ रही है?
वो अभी कट हो गया था, नाउ यू आर कमिंग।
नाउ इज इट ऑडिबल? कहाँ पे कट हुआ था सर?
एक 5 सेकंड 10 सेकंड्स बैक, दैट्स ऑल।
ओके, सो अगेन आई जस्ट रिपीट। तो यहाँ पे आपने देखा मैंने नवीन टेस्ट ट्रांसपोर्ट वेंडर सिलेक्ट किया और वो व्हीकल सिलेक्ट किया, पूरे डिटेल्स ऑटोमेटिक आ गए। तो यहाँ पे पेमेंट टाइप जो ड्रॉप डाउन है उसमें आप देख सकते हैं मैं अलग अलग तरीके से पेमेंट कर सकता हूँ, इधर कैश, डीजल या पे ऑनलाइन, ये 3 ऑप्शन है इधर। कैश मतलब क्या, समझो ड्राइवर जो आया है उसको अपन पैसे दे देते हैं। अभी समझो कभी फुल ट्रक लोड से लेने में क्या रहता है, वेंडर सीधा गाड़ी सीधा सीधा कस्टमर के पास पिकअप के लिए भेजता है, अपने पास आता ही नहीं है गाड़ी। तो वो केस में अपन खाली पे ऑनलाइन सिलेक्ट करते हैं। तो जब भी आप लोग वेंडर बनाते हैं, हमारे वेंडर मास्टर में देर आर फैसिलिटीज ऑफ एंटरिंग द बैंक डिटेल्स। तो आप सीधा एनईएफटी, आईएमपीएस कुछ भी कर सकते हो, और मोबाइल नंबर है तो गूगल पे वगैरह भी कर सकते हो। तो पूरे डिटेल्स जो है आपको अवेलेबल दिखेंगे व्हेन यू क्रिएट अ मास्टर। ओके, तो इसमें आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे वेंडर है, वेंडर के नीचे सब वेंडर है। तो वी ऑल्सो हैव अ फैसिलिटी ऑफ हैविंग अ सब वेंडर। मतलब क्या है, वेंडर के एक बड़ा वेंडर है, उसके 2 सब वेंडर्स है। ओके, मतलब अगर एक सब वेंडर से गाड़ी ली तो उसको पेमेंट करना है, दूसरे सब वेंडर से ली तो उसको करना है। पर ओवरऑल जो है वेंडर को ही जाएगा पैसा, पर अकाउंट्स अलग अलग रहते हैं बहुत बार। तो वो केस में सब वेंडर को पेमेंट करते हैं। तो जैसे ही आप सब वेंडर क्रिएट करते हो, यहाँ पे अकाउंट नंबर वगैरह भी आया था अगर आप पे ऑनलाइन यूज करते हो तो। ये कैश है इसलिए अकाउंट नंबर वगैरह डिसेबल्ड रहता है। तो यहाँ पे मेरे को अभी देना है 1500 रुपया। ओके, सिंस मैंने अभी कॉस्ट सेंटर कहाँ से निकालूंगा, 15 सेंटर कैश वसई। सो वसई का जो कैश अकाउंट है उधर से मैं 1500 रुपया निकाला और मैंने दे दिया अपने ड्राइवर भाई साहब को, क्योंकि कैश है तो ड्राइवर भाई साहब को ही देना पड़ेगा, उनका वेंडर का बंदा तो कोई है नहीं अपने पास। करेक्ट। तो डाला 1500 और यहाँ पे मैंने सेव कर दिया, और यहाँ पे जो है प्रिंट रिसिप्ट आता है, तो ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है कैश के लिए। तो ये प्रिंट कैश रिसिप्ट, इसको अपन मनी रिसिप्ट भी बोलते हैं अपने इंडस्ट्री में। तो ये क्या रहता है ना कि अभी ये रिसिप्ट कैश में से अपन ने दिया है, तो ये रिसिप्ट पूरा अपन एक कच्चा जो प्रिंट होता है, एक ही बार प्रिंट निकलता है ये। और वो प्रिंट अपन ध्यान से संभाल के फाइल करके फिर अपन जो है कॉर्पोरेट हेड ऑफिस को देते हैं, ताकि फिर वो अपना कैश रिसिप्ट का पूरा क्या क्या खर्चा हुआ है टैली करते हैं। तो कभी कैश का इधर उधर होने का चांस ही नहीं रहता है। तो इसको आप वाउचर भी बोल ले सकते हो, कैश वाउचर बोल लो, जो बोल लो। ठीक है, तो ये अपन ने जनरेट कर दिया, ये जनरेट हो गया।
एक मिनट सिद्धार्थ।
हाँ सर।
सर, एक मिनट, अमित सर, सब लोग हैं आर यू एबल टू लिसन टू वॉइस, एनीथिंग डाउट,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it
yes,
is.
yes,
क्वेश्चंस?
we are hearing.
Paresh,
Yeah,
it's
thank you
clear.
sir, thank you.
Clear. It's clear. It's on this side. See, I have a requirement over here, the payment part. So what happens? The intents, as per the intent portion, once they complete, the vehicles will be placed, and the advance requirement will be generated. The process I'm telling you, what are we are
Yes.
following now. So
Yes.
all the advance requirements will be transferred from finance department at our head office to multiple locations across the country. So
Yes.
is there any like say at certain point of time when the finance guy checks in, whatever the advance requirement that has been floated across the country should be displayed in a single screen? Is that possible?
Yes, sir. This is the screen. Yes, sir. This is the screen. So here, whatever the advance requirement has been floated, that particular vendor he can select. And also there is another this is a vendor settlement list. So here there is
Yes.
vendor settlement pending list. I think you are referring to pending list. From this date to this date, pending advance amount Excel he can download. Pending final settlement Excel he can download. Yes, sir,
Okay.
it is there. So here he can see everything. And then whatever advance is pending, he can go and make those advances.
Fine. So is there any maker checker facility there for advance approval or payment approvals?
See, that is possible right now. Like, we have got 2 levels. Depending on your hierarchical structure, we'll configure the approval system. So currently, right now, only maker and checker 2 options are there. But some policy, you may have multiple levels of approval, first level, second level, depending on the volume value. Let's say more than 1 lakh rupee, you want to have different approval. That workflow system can be implemented. So that we can discuss out once this presentation is over. whatever
Right.
customization required or implementation required, configuration required. But there are so many configuration facilities available in the software.
But it is available.
At the basic level, 2 levels are available.
Fine.
More we can always configure. No.
Fine. So just one thing, once the finance guy checks in, this will be some what he will be seeing, right? This is the screen
Correct.
which is.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah,
These accounts department, you can see in the left. So accounts department, what he needs is over here,
Hmm.
right? So you can see I have done my advance settlement. So we call it as advance settlement. Okay. So now
Yeah,
once
advance
advance settlement is done,
here it says advance paid. In fact, we want to go from the scratches, from advance. The first thing will be advance will be paid. Then once the
now I
LR is
have paid the
written,
advance just now.
okay. So that is why it's the
Yeah,
advance,
just now I had
the
paid, sir.
location. No, advance will not be paid by location. Everything will be processed from HR.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have that configuration facility, sir. So we
Okay.
have three types of configuration. Advance can be paid in cash by the hub, okay, by the particular line haul, if you can say. One option. Another option is advance can be paid by accounts team which sits at the corporate, which is I think you are interested in. And the third option is that accounts team sits at individual line haul. They can also make the payment.
Okay.
Yeah, Ajmal, I have a question regarding the same. Hello, Ajmal.
This is Sanat this side. Ajmal right now. Yeah, tell me. You can tell me, Amit.
Yeah, for example, we have two point of view with the two AW number in single FTL. So in this
Okay.
scenario, how we can book the LR in a system as well as we have to pay unloading charges in both point. So is there any?
I'll explain.
I don't think so.
Yes, yes.
See this
No,
mechanism.
it is there. It is there. It is there, sir. So I'll just repeat what I've understood. You are saying that there are two LRs from the
Yes.
same customer, correct?
Yes.
That are going to two different delivery points. Okay.
Yes.
So you face two different unloading charges, right?
Right.
Exactly, sir. That is there. So what we have done right now, we have generated one indent. Okay. So here we will be generating two indents. Okay. So in case of one pickup, then we have created one vehicle placement. So here we'll be having two different LRs. So when you create an LR over here, you'll be creating two LRs. Then when
Okay.
we are doing in memo, so memo means manifest. So when you are doing manifest, here I'll just take direct delivery. Here you have area bill number pop up. So
Okay.
here
Add.
you
Okay.
select two area bill numbers. You
Correct.
can
Correct.
select
Correct.
100 area bill numbers. How
Correct.
many ever you can select. Okay.
Right.
So that facility is there. And then coming to your unloading charges part, we have
Charges.
something called as other expenses screen. Okay.
Other
So
expenses
just
three.
now, other expenses screen, sir. So here LHS. So LHS number is 84. So my LHS number was 84. So here you can see I have entered 84. So here you can see trip charges have automatically come. Okay.
Correct.
Here we
Right.
have two different facilities. We have two things. One is other expenses, one is other charges. Other expenses means the expenses that we have faced. And then there is something called as other charges. Other charges means what we have to charge to the customer. Okay, I will take a very simple example. Okay, let's say that I have taken a vehicle from my vendor called Naveen Transport. So Naveen
Correct.
Transport, I have taken a vehicle and I have sent for delivery. At the time of delivery, let's say due to some issue in the depot, my vehicle was standing outside for 6 days. Now this vendor has charged me detention charges, holding charges for
Mm.
at the delivery point for this. One day it is allowed as per contract. For 5 days, he's charging me. So for 5 days, let's say 200 rupees per day, example, I have been charged 1000 rupees. So in my other expenses, I will enter 1000 rupees. Whereas
Okay.
for the customer also, I will charge because due to you, Citix has to pay 1000 rupees, correct? So
Correct.
as per my customer contract, I will, for example, let's say in customer contract, I have written detention charges 500 rupees. So 500 into 5, 2500 rupees I will charge to the customer for detention. So this is the
Clear.
one
Clear.
screen. In this screen, you can enter your expenses and you can enter your charges. Both you can do. Sir, end-to-end scenario, everything is being taken care of. I agree there are some minor things that are need to be configured that can be done, sir. You don't worry about it. And here
Fine.
you can even charge TDS in case you have that practice in your company. For some charges, we do charge TDS. So that also you can configure. Let's say Hamali or anything. If you have your own Hamali, you can charge TDS to them also and be tax safe. Okay. So I'll be continuing further now, sir.
Yeah, please carry on.
Okay. So now we have given advance and now the customer is now the vehicle has gone and let's say that the we have gone for the delivery. Okay, so we have selected manifest. So let's say I'm selecting this manifest. So here you can see my consignment number. Exactly. So this is how you can see every screen is connected internally. And here who has received? Let's say you have received again received details by Shyam because Ram Ashish has sent and let's say Shyam has received his mobile number you can mention over here. So just to be safe. Okay. So here you just click on add. So now what we have done is they updated successfully. You can see over here. So this consignment has now been delivered. Now if I just go to the tracking screen and just click on track. Again, anyone, anywhere in your entire company can see the status of this area bill number. You don't need to call that particular person. You don't need to ask. You can see delivered. Okay.
Alma, can we upload the POD in system? Soft copy of POD.
Siddharth, your voice is not there.
Okay, I got it. I saw the option POD upload. Yeah, fine.
अभी आ रही है आवाज
Yeah,
सर?
it is there, sir. Purely option से.
Yes, yes, yes.
हाँ, अभी आ रही है.
हाँ सर आईओडी करने के बाद पीओडी ही है सर नेक्स्ट ऑप्शन पीओडी भी है अपने पास ओके पीओडी में एवे बिल वाइज कर सकते हैं पीस वाइज भी कर सकते हैं बहुत सारे ऑप्शन है सर इसमें ओके इसमें चलो मेरा कंजर्वेंट नंबर जो है मैं यहाँ पे कॉपी करता हूँ मैं यहाँ पे चलो डाल दिया ओके यहाँ पे देखो एयरवे बिल नंबर ऑलरेडी डिलीवर्ड यू कैन डू पीओडी अपलोड यहाँ पे ऐड फाइल्स किया और यहाँ पे अपन पीओडी अपलोड भी कर सकते हैं ओके तो यहाँ पे पीओडी में क्या है कि अपन जेपीईजी फाइल्स ही डाल सकते हैं just to prevent hacking and everything. तो अभी कुछ भी इमेज ले लेता हूँ प्लीज डोंट माइंड द इमेज दैट इज अपलोडेड और यहाँ पे स्टार्ट अपलोड किया ये अपलोड हो गया ओके तो जैसे ही पीओडी अपलोड होता है नेक्स्ट स्टेप आता है अपने बिलिंग टीम का बिलिंग टीम पीओडी अपलोडेड वाले कंसाइनमेंट्स देखती है एंड देन उनका फिर बिल बना के पैसा मंगवाती है
Siddharth, what I would
Yes.
suggest is another side. What I would suggest is the entire billing section, billing, the claim generate, all those things. You know, what are the we send it to clients. That section we will discuss it separately because I need to call the billing RA team also here.
Yes, yes.
So it will be
No, I'm
hardly
not
5
going
or
to
10
the billing.
minutes. Hmm.
No, sir, I'm not going into billing scenarios. I'm just telling the flow of operations
Okay,
to the
okay.
billing team.
Okay.
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 So next step will be that billing is generated, then we receive the payment. Okay. And we also have some different kinds of report. Let's say the consignment has been delivered, the POD has not been uploaded. So these kind of reports are there. We call it as IOD pending, POD pending reports. Okay.
Fine.
Because some customers make it compulsory that, you know, you show me the POD, then only I will give you the amount.
Yeah, most of them are
Okay.
like that. Okay.
Yes. So that is there, sir. So now coming to the final part. Huh, sir.
That before jumping to the final part, I have few questions on the POD. So not a question. Basically, I need to add few more fields to clear the more picture to our management. So
Okay.
first one, please go on the POD part.
Oh, 1 second, sir. Just give me one moment, sir.
Yeah, sure.
I'll just put a charging to my laptop. 1 second.
Sure. Not an issue.
Are they mentioned there? That is thing is not there, no?
No.
Damages and all that issue.
Yes sir, I'm back and I have switched to the POD screen. आप देख
Yeah.
सकते हैं
So
सर.
while uploading the soft copy POD in system, there should be the option of the damage and the shortage case. If the POD is neat and clean, then it's fine. Then we can skip and then upload the POD and then submit. If there is a mention the shortage and damage on the POD, so there should be the option in checkbox. If there is a shortage, then select the shortage and then written down what how many boxes, what the quantity of material got short on that according to the POD. And the damage, if they return the some boxes damaged and then some particular material are leaked and damaged, then also this should be the written in the part of remarks. So
हाँ
we
सर,
need
इसमें
to. Hmm.
I'll explain सर. इसमें आप देख रहे हो यहाँ पे अपडेट कंसर्नमेंट नंबर रिमार्क्स दिख रहा है आपको, छोटा सा ग्रे कलर में. मैंने अभी मतलब अभी इसका तो पीओडी अपलोड हो गया है. वन सेकंड. इसका तो लाइक पीओडी अपलोड हो गया है ना, तो आई एम नॉट एबल टू क्लिक ऑन दिस. बट अगर आप अपलोड करने से पहले यहाँ पे एक ब्लू कलर का आइकन दिख रहा है, मैंने हाईलाइट किया है, उसमें मैं कर्सर लगा रहा हूँ तो आपको दिख रहा है अपडेट कंसर्नमेंट नंबर रिमार्क्स. तो यहाँ पे क्लिक करके आप रिमार्क्स लिख सकते हो कि ये इसका इशू था, और वो रिमार्क्स पूरा आपको ट्रैकिंग में इधर आएगा रिमार्क्स में.
No, so we do not like the scenario and buttons. It should be in the box where we can our operational guy can see and then upload.
अंडरस्टूड सर, अंडरस्टूड. तो वो इधर आप मेंशन मैं बॉक्स में भी करवा दूंगा, पॉपअप हटा दूंगा ना सर, उसमें कुछ नहीं, साइड में आ जाएगा.
हाँ,
और
उसमें
दूसरा क्या है ना सर, और जो उसके अपने को अभी समझो कुछ शॉर्टेज हुआ या कुछ डैमेज हुआ, मतलब क्या है कि गाड़ी में हुआ तो अपने को कस्टमर चार्ज करता है, मतलब अपने को कस्टमर चार्ज करेगा, राइट?
डेबिट करता है अपने को.
डेबिट करता है, करेक्ट.
हाँ,
और
हाँ,
अब अभी अपन भी वेंडर को डेबिट करेंगे.
श्योर या.
एग्जैक्टली. तो वो पूरा फ्लो लेना पड़ेगा अपने को कंसिडरेशन में, नॉट
हाँ.
जस्ट खाली रिमार्क्स का नहीं लग पाएंगे अपन.
नहीं,
करेक्ट.
तो ये मैंने फ्लो इसलिए डिस्कस करा सो दैट इन पीओडी पार्ट we are going to pay to the vendor remaining balances and we are going to bill to the customer on the basis of this POD. So इसमें मेरा दोनों पार्ट कवर होता है. On this authentication we will go for the balance payment to the vendor transporters and we will go for the billing as well. तो
यस सर.
ये सेम इंफॉर्मेशन दोनों जगह शेयर होती है फाइनेंशियल डेटाबेस में. तो ये मैंडेटरी ही है कि हमें जो भी पीओडी पे विद मतलब क्लियर विजिबिलिटी बॉक्स कि हमारा शॉर्टेज क्या है उस पे, हमारा डैमेज क्या है उस पे, वो अगर शॉर्टेज है तो कितने बॉक्सेस है, उसकी क्या वैल्यू बनती है, तो पर्टिकुलर इन द बॉक्स ऑफ रिमार्क्स सो दैट वी कैन कैलकुलेट अकॉर्डिंगली. एंड हमें वेंडर को बैलेंसेस में कितना रिकवर करना है, कितना उसको करना है, वो सारा फ्लो होना चाहिए.
हाँ हाँ, तो ये रिमार्क्स में तो खाली शॉर्ट में लिखेंगे, पर पीओडी अपलोड करने के बाद सीधा उसका डेबिट का भी अपन लिखेंगे. अपने को कितना डेबिट होगा, उसको कितना डेबिट होगा.
यस.
राइट सर, मैं ये भी नोट डाउन कर लेता हूँ. तो उसके बाद यस, अभी वापस सेम ये अकाउंट स्क्रीन में अपन चलते हैं और यहीं पे सेम अपन फाइनल सेटलमेंट कर सकते हैं. ओके, ये वापस अपना व्हीकल था, LHS नंबर 84 था, आप देख सकते हो. अभी टोटल बैलेंस इतना ही है, 500 रुपया. तो मैं वापस समझो
So
कि एग्जाम्पल,
is there possibility to do the two multiple payment mode for the same vendor? Like for example, there is one vendor who is going to settle in like 2000 was the freight, and we given the 1000 rupees in cash and we given the 500 on diesel. So is this possible to do the multiple entries on the same vendor?
यस अभी करता हूँ सर, ये स्क्रीन में है ही है सर. आ गया, वापस करता हूँ आपके लिए. ओके, इसमें अभी मैंने जो डीजल का वगैरह नहीं बनाया, पर आपको जस्ट करके तो दिखा ही सकता हूँ. आई विल नॉट बी सेविंग इट ऑब्वियसली. तो चलो मैंने बोलता हूँ अभी 500 रुपया टोटल देना है. तो मैं अभी यहाँ पे वसई में खाली 200 रुपया दूंगा उसको कैश में, बाकी का दूंगा मैं सेम अगेन. यहाँ पे सिलेक्ट कर लेता हूँ, 300 रुपया डीजल में दे देता हूँ. कौन से पंप से, जैसे टेस्ट डीजल है, दे उसको 500 हो गया, टोटल 500 हो गया. सेव भी कर सकता, आई डोंट नो सेव होगा, सेव हो गया, चलो
No,
अच्छा ही
no.
है.
So, but there is should be the option to upload the diesel purchase, na? So diesel slip.
हाँ, तो वो भी मैं लिख लेता हूँ.
हाँ.
दो
डीजल का
चीज
स्क्रीन
अभी
है, डीजल का एक्सपेंसेस. सिद्धार्थ एक मिनट, डीजल का
फाइल को
स्क्रीन है यहाँ पे. या
डीजल एक्सपेंसेस है.
वहां से प्रिंट करके हम लोग पर्ची देंगे तो पंप के ऊपर दिखा के वो डलवा सकता है.
Okay.
You don't have to pay money there. That will be adjusted here.
No,
और
no,
एक
I
ही बार प्रिंट
understood.
कर सकते हैं.
While onboarding the pumps to in our system, so we should be the release any purchase to the drivers so that he can validate so how many liters he need to give.
हाँ वही है सर, ये यहाँ पे प्लस
वही है
बटन
सर
दबा
इधर.
के
Then fine, it's okay, not an issue.
देखिए सर, ट्रिप भी है, सब यहाँ पे कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, मैं आपका तो ये फुल ट्रक लोड का जो है बेसिक सिनेरियो मैंने एडवांस सेटलमेंट से लेके फाइनल सेटलमेंट तक आपको दिखा दिया है. तो इसमें हो जाता है, और इसमें आप नीचे जस्ट बैक हर एक जो भी अकाउंटिंग स्क्रीन है वहां पे यू हैव फिक्स्ड एक्सपोर्ट एक्सेल्स. तो आप कभी भी टैली में डेटा डालना चाहते हैं, यू आर जस्ट अ क्लिक अवे, सीधा टैली के फॉर्मेट में आता है, टैली में इंपोर्ट करो और बिंदास पूरा आपका अकाउंटिंग इज अप टू डेट. चाहे वो कस्टमर बिलिंग हो या वेंडर पेमेंट्स हो, चाहे वो डीजल का खर्चा हो, चाहे वो कैश में दिया गया हो, या चाहे वो पे ऑनलाइन हो, जो भी आपको सीधा एक्सेल में मिलेगा टैली में चले जाएगा. ठीक है सर, तो ये बेसिक मैंने ऑपरेशंस का फ्लो दिखाया है सर. इसमें एनीवन किसी को कोई डाउट्स है? जैसे अभी सर ने बताया उधर रिमार्क्स डालने का फैसिलिटी चाहिए था, ऐसा कुछ? हेलो, मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ, you are audible now.
जी
No
सर.
issue still
तो
now.
अभी
This flow is good. Yeah.
तो ये फ्लो ओके है सर? तो ऐसा ही
हाँ,
मतलब दिस फ्लो इज देयर. इसमें ये फ्लो के अलावा बहुत सारे अलग अलग फ्लो भी है. ओके, जैसे आप कहीं से भी कहीं का पिकअप रेज हो जाता है. पार्ट ट्रक है, फुल ट्रक है. जैसे सर ने बोला पार्ट ट्रक तो चलो आगे जाके करेंगे अपन डाउन द लाइन. तो अभी के लिए फुल ट्रक वगैरह है. और अपन इंटीग्रेशन कर सकते हैं, जैसे व्हीकल ट्रैकिंग का सर की बात हुई थी. अगर वेंडर अपने को एपीआई देता है तो वो एपीआई भी सीधा ट्रैकिंग में आ जाता है, आपको ट्रैकिंग में पूरा दिखता है. अगर अपना टेम्परेचर कंट्रोल्ड व्हीकल है, उसका डिवाइस है, तो वो भी अपन डिटेल्स ला के दिखा सकते हैं. तो देर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स दैट कैन बी डन ओवर हियर सर, क्योंकि ये पूरा जो डिजाइन ऑफ दिस सॉफ्टवेयर है ना, हमने ऐसे ही बनाया है कि यू कैन इंटीग्रेट, मेक सम कॉन्फ़िगरेशन चेंजेस एंड यूज इट. ऐसा कोई रिजिड नहीं है कि ऐसा ही होगा ऐसा ही होगा. हाँ, देर आर फ्यू रिजिड सिनेरियोज जो मैं आपको बोला जो चेंज नहीं कर पाएंगे, एंड देर आर फ्यू कॉन्फ़िगरेशन थिंग्स दैट कैन बी डन. ओके, तो एक बार आप सब लोग भी एक बार इंटरनली डिस्कस कीजिएगा सर. इसमें से कुछ भी आपको लग रहा है तो यू कैन गाइड अस, वी कैन मूव फॉरवर्ड विद इट. परेश सर, यू कैन टेक ओवर सर.
Yes sir. So this is Paresh here. Yeah, please tell me. Yes. Siddharth, you can stop the screen sharing.
ओह सॉरी.
Yeah, no problem. हाँ सर, मैं परेश बोल रहा हूँ. तो वी कैन डिस्कस इफ एनी इश्यूज आर देयर, कोई डाउट्स है, क्वेश्चंस है, और हाउ टू मूव फॉरवर्ड. अमित सर या संदीप सर?
Till now everything is fine.
Pardon?
Till now everything is fine.
हाँ सर.
Things are understood.
जी.
If we have any concern, we can discuss with you.
ऑलवेज सर, ऑलवेज, कभी भी कॉल
Yeah.
कीजिए, नो प्रॉब्लम, वी
Yeah.
आर देयर. और आगे का प्लान भी कुछ अगर बनाते हैं तो बताइएगा. वी कैन मूव फॉरवर्ड विथ एनी काइंड ऑफ सिस्टम. सपोज कीजिए कि आपको ट्रायल पे चाहिए हो, हम लोग सेपरेटली सर्वर लगा के देना है, तो ट्रेनिंग भी दे देंगे, सो दैट बेस्ड अपॉन द ट्रेनिंग प्रोसेस करके वी विल स्टार्ट यूजिंग द सॉफ्टवेयर आल्सो. और इसमें मास्टर्स वगैरह जो पॉपुलेट करना है, एंड हाउ टू मूव
Sure.
फॉरवर्ड विद द ट्रायल्स, वी कैन डू एनीथिंग काइंड ऑफ थिंग सर. ये
Sure.
अपना
Askar,
सिस्टम
you
है
have
तो
any
we can.
question? Sure. Askar, you have any question, any doubts for the same, so that we can close the same?
Amit, Sandeep here. We have already discussed with Siddharth those doubts we have. Now
Yeah.
he cleared. The rest, whenever we look, we'll forward it.
Sure, sure.
यस सर. सर एक हेल्प चाहिए होगा मेरे को, ये जो अपना मीटिंग कुछ रिकॉर्ड अगर हुआ है तो उसका मेरे को प्लीज रिकॉर्डिंग लिंक भेज देना, तो आई कैन प्रिपेयर सम काइंड ऑफ मिनट्स ऑफ द मीटिंग फॉर माय फ्यूचर पर्पसेस.
Yeah, sure. One of our guys bidding from the Hoshiarpur for Century Ply. We got stations also. We will share with you.
हाँ सर.
Recording. उसको बोल देता recording करने.
आई थिंक ये मीटिंग रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है सर ऑलरेडी.
Yeah, Siddharth, it's being recorded, no issues. I will just share it across. No.
जी सर.
So what will be our next plan of action, like next meeting schedule or anything? What do you suggest, sir?
See, sorry, it was mute. So what I exactly need now is the billing part.
Okay.
So I will, if we are going through that, then I will ask, my person to be here for 10 minutes so that they can also have a look into it, and definitely they will be having some suggestions or requirements on that.
Okay. So yes, would you like to do it today, or what is the
Now itself,
availability?
we will do it now itself. It will take hardly 10-15 minutes, right?
Yeah, I will take care of that. Siddharth will not be there. I will take over. I'm Paresh here. Sure.
Just a moment.
Thank you everyone. Thank you all. I will take your leave, sir.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes, Siddharth, we will get in touch with you.
Thank you. Bye, sir.
Paresh,
Huh, sir.
now what we have to do is you need to go through that, the section from where this revenue, that is a billing team, will generate their report.
Huh.
Take over from there to
Huh.
billing and all those stuffs.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, then their tracking and all those stuffs. And now, the person will be joining us.
Sure.
Okay, just a moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, Siddharth. Siddharth, are you there?
Yes, yes. I'm here. I'm Paresh here. I will take care. Yeah.
Yeah, Presh, I need to add one more sub tab in this flow, which
Ji.
is master route. So some of our customer getting onboarded for the TAT sensitive, where they require the minimum TAT for their route. For example, if they are running their consignment from Delhi to Bombay, and they require in 32 or 36 hours after that, they will put some penalties on that delay portion. So I also want to add some tab where we can mention the route and the TAT of the route. While uploading the POD and making the balance, if the TAT is exceeded by the vendors, then it should be automatically pop up that the customer defined TAT is this, and the vendor made the delivery arrival and this, and there is a gap of how many hours and how many days, and then according to the contract we will debit to the vendor.
Correct. Okay. We will include that tab.
Yeah. So that is very important, because if you are customer getting on board, so this will be required to avoid the financial loss.
Agreed. That's right.
Yeah.
Paresh.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, Sanat this side. See, my colleague Swati is here. She is
Okay.
head of that billing team.
Okay.
So first thing she will be explaining what kind of bills we generate. See, like the business, we also have multiple type of billings. Certain clients
Ah.
will be billing on LR basis. Certain we will be doing it on bulk basis, and certain people have billing should be done based on their MIS.
Right.
Okay, all those things she'll be explaining. Then we can go through that session in detail.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I'm handing over to Swati.
Yes.
Yeah, hi, Paresh. Good afternoon. Swati here.
Thank you. Yeah. Good afternoon. Please continue.
So Paresh, actually, we are taking care of multiple business, as you know, like transportation is there, e-commerce there, like warehousing and CFA. So like we are dealing with multiple verticals, and each of the customers' invoice model is different. And this is basically we are discussing in all verticals, right? Not only for a specific one, no?
Right.
Okay, so
That's right. Yeah.
like what you want me to do? Like, do I need to share
Can-
the screen or something
Yes.
to?
Yes. That's
Okay,
right. You
one
can share the
second.
screen and explain different formats or different calculation methods.
One second. So what I'll do is like I'll just log in from my system.
Huh.
Join meeting, trying to share it. No wasting,
I will just.
Yeah, hi. Paresh, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are.
So this is
Ah,
just a sample top sheet of Britannia.
ah.
Okay, so invoice number will be there, that invoice date will be there. Customer address, GST details, and the period belongs to which month this invoice belongs to, and the amount. This is just a sample model, and majority of the invoices on the bottom we'll be mentioning our account details.
Okay.
And this is just a sample invoice.
In this, there is no LR details or anything of that nature.
No, in for Britannia, like in top sheet, we'll not mention any LR details. So for few
This is a cover
customers,
page.
depends. Yeah,
This
yeah.
is a
This is
cover
just
page.
a this is just a top sheet. That's what. The requirement of the customers differ. For example, for few of the customers, they will request us to mention the LR details with date, from two locations and all in the LR itself. For few customers, they just need the amount.
Okay.
It depends on customer to customer.
Yeah, we can have different design of bill formats for each customer.
Yeah.
Correct. Do you have any other formats?
Any other formats? 1 second.
Hmm.
This is a different format.
Right.
Yeah, so in this, customer need few more details. What is the vehicle type? Like the other like details and all, it's normal only. The service location we have to mention it here. The date, like PAN number, address and all.
Okay.
So service location, address, and our bank details. No, it is actually common for majority of the invoices. Only this part is there. No, the description part. It
Ah,
will differ for most of the
correct.
customers.
We need to standardize somewhere, like, what type of data need to be filled in that template. So we will be having different templates. So what data should come in that particular portion of the detail section? We will
So,
decide that and configure it for you. No problem.
so it's customizable, no?
Yeah, we can create as many sample format templates you require and attach
Uh,
those templates to the customer. So
yeah,
whenever
then
you
it
print
is
the bill
fine.
for the customer, it will come. Yeah. So that template designing we will be doing together. Our team will be there with you to help and
Okay, okay.
understand. Yeah.
Okay, done.
Approximately how many templates do you have? How many different formats do you follow generally?
No, Paresh, it may vary up to client requirement. See, basically, the top sheet will be there and annexure or summary will be there.
ठीक है sir.
So we are following one standard for Citix invoice, okay?
ठीक है.
Other than that, the client will be sharing some standard invoice format, no? So then we have to follow that format. And
Agreed.
one top
No
sheet
problem, sir.
will be there with GST details and annexure may vary based upon the client
हाँ,
requirement.
चलेगा sir. No issues. Any number can be added. No issues on that. There is no
Okay,
limit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So after that, now comes the calculation part. So how do you do the rate or different varieties, categories of rate calculations? Do you have any Excel template format or
Yeah,
some kind of calculation sheet?
rate calculation I showed in the initial stage, no, that rate calculation criteria, whether it is vehicle type plus location, the same has to be captured. If
Ah,
it is a vehicle type or tonnage plus location or dealer, whatever.
ah.
And if if it is a fixed vehicle, we have to charge on a pro rata basis. For example, 30 days vehicle time with the X kilometers. So a kilometer rate will be there, halting days will be there, fixed charges will be there, and this other cost as actual like toll, hamali, charpani, whatever.
Okay.
So a mix of billing will be there because we are following with different clients, you know.
Okay, sir, no issues.
Okay.
Multiple templates will be required. Like for example, for central play പോലെയുള്ള ക്ലയന്റിന് നമുക്ക് സിംഗിൾ എല്ലാവരും മാത്രമായിട്ട് ഒരു ടെംപ്ലേറ്റ് വേണം. റിട്ടേൺ പറയുന്നത് അത് വേറെ രീതിയിലാണ്.
Okay. So one more thing, Paresh, for this FTL movement, no. For coming to this plywood operation, we have done a trip of 35 trip in a month where they require individual bill for each trip.
Okay.
So we have to raise 35 different invoice for each LR or each line item.
Yeah, sure. So every day we'll have separate LR and all those will
Okay.
put together. We can generate separate bills if required, or for the whole month we can generate bill. No issue.
Individual bill also we can raise, no?
Yes.
Okay, done.
Yes, that is there.
That's report അതനുസരിച്ച് വരാം. That need to be customized. Either they can customize or else we should be able to fix it.
You have different MIS reports also?
Yeah. MIs also, it's actually customized. Like we have to customize that according to the customer requirement.
Right. And you would like to send it automatically in the email scheduler?
Yeah. Along with the invoices, we have to attach the MIs as well.
Sure. So the software facility is available there. You can schedule some customers if they want daily or monthly or weekly. We can schedule the MS report separately. If they want bill to be generated and sent by email after your approval, that can be sent. So that kind of options are by default available. Now I will try to share my screen and see if I can. Yes. So are you able to see the screen? Like,
Yeah.
Shall I zoom it or how? Like,
Yeah, you have to zoom it.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Now it should be okay. So here, what we have is these are daily sales report. Okay, so whenever the consignments are getting booked, the LR is getting created. We will be having various LRs being generated, and all of this generally is supposed to be approved before the bill gets generated. Okay, so I'm trying to show you the list of consignments. Now here we have got option of select all, or you can select individually, and additionally you can even approve it on a bulk mode. So this approval is required by the accounting team and finance department. They should check each and every consignment, the origin, the destination, the customer, and other rates, charges, whatever, all the columns. So this can be exported to Excel, and again you can update in bulk. Both options are available. So here, basically, the charges are calculated automatically. That is why this approval is required. And some places you have manual facility also, the spot rate and other things, all as you discussed earlier, all those options are available. I'll of course try to repeat. So once this DSR is approved, then it will be ready for doing the billing part. So daily sales report of every consignment has to be approved. So here active DSR is there. That means you can approve them. Suppose if you find any, say some places, some customer, they have changed the contract and the rates have changed, you would like to auto calculate, then facility of auto calculation is also there. So you can auto calculate as per the new updated rates, and those can be applied to these LRs, and then you can generate the bill. So that all the options are available here. Then comes here, I will move on to the contract. So here I've opened up the contract list here. So various customers, all customers, different contract rates are available. I've listed down here, and you can click on any of the contract and you can go to the edit. On the left side, we have got various options available. You can say view, you can say copy paste also. Like you can create a new contract based upon the existing contract. The rates can be copied automatically. So that kind of facility is also there. So if I click on edit, for example, here, then it will open up the view screen where the contract can be viewed. And additionally, the complete contract information and their whether it is a tax exemption or what kind of terms conditions we have, value added services we have, all these details are made available here. And then I'll come to the rate entry part. So rate entry part, here we have got again very elaborate combinations being covered in the rate entry for every contract, every customer you can have. So now I will let us say I will explain to you that you can have one contract rate created in common.
So you can say category 1, category 2, category 3, different types of customers you have. You can create some template of the contract rates and apply that rate to different customers. See, when you are expanding across, let us say, horizon, like across the country, you may have so many customers. It is difficult to manually enter contract for each and every customer, suppose. And then you want like to categorize them and say, okay, these are my standard rates for category A, category B, category C. You can define that. That facility is also there, and then apply the customers to those category. So that rates will apply. Suppose if that category rate changes, it automatically applies to the group of customers. That facility is there. I will move out to the next category. Each every customer you want to give personally, manually, individually separate rates. That is also possible. That facility is also there. So now here on the top left corner, what I am showing you is list of customers. I can choose any particular customer whose rates I would like to enter, and here rates geographical definition is available. You can say you would like to define rates. I'll take a special case. So here when I say special case, it gives me option to select origin and destination specific city to city or group of cities, or from particular state to other state, from one country to other country. All combinations are made opened up. Are you able to see my screen, sir?
Understood,
Is it
understood.
okay?
Yeah.
So now I'm taking care of a one specific customer and creating a contract rate, and I have selected only one particular type called special case. So here there are so many types. So geographically you can define, you would like to enter rates for city group of cities are created. For group of city you are defining one rate. That means any pickup from that same group of city and delivery to the same group of city, you can define the rates. Country wise you can define the rates.
Okay, got it.
And similarly, you can have, let us say, intra-city, intercity, metro cities. And similarly, you can say, okay, across the country, pan-India, you can define one rate. So what happens is when you give pan-India one rate, that means it's the default rate. So after you define special case, then you can define the rest of country. So if the rate engine does not find rate, finally it goes down to the rest of country. So if it does not find any combination of rates, it will take rest of country rates and process your booking activity. So that kind of facility is there within the state. So origin and destination both are in the same state. You can define the rates. You can define zones. So group of regions can be grouped into zone. Region is nothing but a state, you can say. But sometimes what happens is you can, for example, you have got, let's say, Delhi, Noida, and that kind of Gurgaon. So you can create a group of states or group of cities put into region. So that way we have got a different combination possible in the software. And then you can also define zones. So from one zone to other zone matrix can also be created. So zone wise rates can also be defined. Let us say, for example, South India to Northeast, you want to send some consignment, you can define some rates. So zone wise matrix rates also are possible here. Then comes here, we have got different rate fetch type. So rate fetch types are actually dynamically generated. You don't have to enter that here, but options are available. The rate fetch type I will explain to you once we do the booking activity later. Here next is FTL rates are there, indirect rates are there, rate per kg, rate per piece rates are also there. So these are different rate calculation methods are available. So if you
Sorry
want
to
to give,
interrupt, Paresh, 1 second. I have one
huh,
query.
huh,
So this is basically the freight rate it is mentioned in this, right? So
huh.
what if one particular invoices we are calculating freight plus toll plus loading, unloading or something. So the invoice value was all total of all those things.
Correct.
So is there any option to do that in a single invoice itself? We have to calculate like we are having 3 or 4 rate masters. One is to calculate the toll, one is to calculate the loading, and one is to calculate the unloading, and then freight.
Yeah, see, okay, I'll try to open up another window. Let's see, 1 minute. I'll repeat what you said. There are different parts you spoke. Okay, all put together, no doubt it comes in the invoice. First part is the freight. Okay, you have freight, and then you have got various types of charges. Okay, loading
Yeah.
charge, unloading charge, X charge, Y charge, Z charge. So 100 varieties of charges are there. You can apply the charges. So
Yeah.
now, see, when we are talking about a contract rate, I am here right now focusing upon the freight, only freight. The freight can be calculated on different dimensions. Okay, and that you can define for each customer separately if required. Now, coming to the second level is charges. Now, when you talk about charges, you can define which charge to apply to which customer. Either you want automatically applied or you want manually to be entered for every consignment. Both options are available. So as and when say for example there is one customer for which you want to compulsorily charge loading charge and unloading charge every time. Okay, every time he books a LR, you have to compulsorily charge loading charge and unloading charge. So you can define that automated system also, configure it here in the contract, and come to the LR booking. When you do booking, automatically the charges will get added. So I'll explain just to give a small example to you. So here I have got charges. Okay, so here you can see there are varieties of charges. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
So here there are different types of charges. I mean, how there earlier Siddharth showed you charges, like that same thing here I'm trying to show you. Various type of charges are there. So these charges can be manually added or automatically added by the contract. So in contract rates, if you are defined that so and so customer, whenever any LR is booked, it should be added. So in this table, what you see, charge name, description, rate, in this automatically get added based upon the contract. Otherwise also manually you can enter it. Some special cases there. Sometimes you have got different type of item where crane is to be utilized in that particular consignment. Then that LR related crane utilization charges can be added here. Does it answer your question?
Yeah. 1 second. Okay, this is just a sample you're showing, right? Okay.
One of the sample UI part where how it is done and how it appears automatically. The software is guided by the contract rate. So whatever it defined in the contract, based on that, the freight is calculated and brought into the freight column. See, I have highlighted freight on the top left corner. Okay.
Understood.
So depending on various parameters, the freight is calculated automatically. So the
Yeah.
contract rate entry is given to the corporate people only. The corporate or accounts finance team, they will decide contract rates and everything and close it. That is not visible to any operator, any operations people at the bottom level. Now, when the bottom level people keep on doing LR booking and other things, either online or manually on the screen, they will see only the freight. Even that is based upon the revenue permissions. If they have revenue permissions, they can see the freight. Otherwise, they'll just perform the operations day to day.
Yeah, Paresh, but this mode of billing, we can use for ad hoc billing and two-pay billing or one-time billing. For this agreement contract, no. So once we get into the agreement, the entire rate master will be shared to us. So, for example, freight cost, this loading, unloading charges, toll charges, and other expenses. So, based upon the rate calculation. So, if the trip is calculated based on the tonnage plus location, so we'll be capturing the all other expenses into that trip. So, at the time of master creation, we'll be entering all these input. So, the first thing is dealer wise location. So, few of the dealers having 1 rupee loading charges per CFC, and few of them have some 70 paise, and it can be 2 rupees and 4 rupees also. So instead of entering this manually at the time of bill generation, if we capturing that contract master or this rate updation, the invoice has to capture automatically instead of entering this manual input. So that can be done. So what you are showing for any extra ad hoc is coming like one-time movement or that similar to that movement, we can create this kind of manual invoice. Other than that, we have to go for bulk upload only. So the sales based upon the sales report, this invoice has to generate automatically.
Exactly.
And we'll be reviewing that field order. And coming to that second model, few of the client require freight cost alone in a single invoice with non-GST and all other charges like unloading, helper, manpower. They'll be charging some 5 or 8% GST. So there they'll be having two different invoice for single trip. That is minimal, but that also has to be captured.
Agreed. So here there are two parts. One is if in case the customer level you are defining some contract and standard rate tariff is defined and you have signed up a contract that can be created in the masters. In the corporate login, you can create customer
all
contract.
details can be provided from my website, but that bulk upload has to be done. For example, consider 50 or 100 customers. So 100 customer having 7 different type of vehicle. So the total entry is coming 100 customer into 7 different vehicle types. So the entry is coming 700 line item.
On the top right corner, you can see rate import facilities there.
Okay, so all relevant details we can provide you. So you have to support for this rate operation.
What I'm trying to explain is that in our software we have got manual screen to enter the rates, and
Okay.
every screen has rate import kind of Excel import facilities also available in every screen, whether it is LR booking, whether it is pickup request, indent, multiple booking import, or anything. Every screen has
Okay.
Excel import facility available, and it will
Okay. So
validate the
based on
data.
that data, the billing person will be reviewing the invoices. Instead of you shared in the initial step, they have to select the from to location, GST, all those details. So if you are selecting some, for example, we are giving a code of 1052 to some particular data location. So all relevant details, from location to location, bill to party, GST, all details that has to capture automatically instead of entering manually.
Oh, no,
So
no, no, no. I
again,
like,
the
yeah, yeah.
clerical error will come.
That is always automatic only. I'm trying to
Okay.
explain the logic, what is available in the system.
Okay. Okay.
GST calculation is always automatic only, and
Okay.
coming to here, rate input facility is there, so you can
Okay.
choose which type of rates you want to import, okay, and to which customer you want to import the rates, and what is the format of the Excel you are going to follow. There could be multiple formats of Excels, so you can pick up the particular type of format and you can import it. So that facility of rate import is available. Why I am trying to show you the screen is you will see what is available in the Excel import. See, Excel import you cannot understand, but UI point of view you can understand what combination are possible in the software.
Okay.
Okay, so here you can have even small parcels, or commercial parcels, heavyweight items, full truckload, per piece rates you can define, per kg rates you can define, I mean per tonnage weights you can define, from different origin to different destination you can define. Here you can see the weight slabs are available. You can enter different weight slabs, 1 ton, 5 ton, 20 ton rates can be defined. And similarly, distance wise, kilometer wise rates also can be defined here. Do you see here? Kilometer wise differences are also there.
Okay. Okay.
And similarly, you can have different products of your own. One is surface you can have, and different carrier services you can define. So based upon the carrier services, express or priority, economy, you can have different types of services. Based on that also rates can be differentiated. So that kind of options are also made available here in the software. So the rates contract, generally they are entered either for a period of 1 year or 6 months, and again you can renew the rates. So from date to date, this complete rate contract is made eligible. So if you want to change the rates, again from 1st April onwards, you can change the rates. So based upon the LR booking date, that particular rate will be fetched automatically and utilized. So you can always have a continuous running contract. So this is as far as contract is concerned. Based on the contract rate, when I am now doing the LR booking, for example, the rates will come automatically. So that facility is there. Both options are available. Manual rate entry you can see on the top, spot rate, manual rate, that options are also available based on the contract. Again, if the customer contract you are defined that he can enter manual rates, then that option will be enabled there. Right now I cannot click because that option is disabled as per the contract. So whatever you define and configure in the contract, the rules will apply from there. So if you define that customer contract, whichever LR is booked for that customer, you can enter manual freight. Then it will allow you to manual. If you say no, it should be from the contract rates what defined, that rates only should apply. Then it will apply automatically from that only. Same thing applies for the charges also. You can enter manually here, or you can take the rule from the contract. And after the LRs are entered, then the billing comes in picture. You can have consolidated billing, cover page also is available, all put together. Freight related bill can be there. Other charges separate bill if you want, that is also possible. So these all combinations which you have spoken, again I have repeated so that I explain to you once again. Is it okay, sir?
Yeah, okay, sir.
Right. So this way the contract rate entry can be done as well as LR entry can be done. At the time of LR, you can enter other charges. And after the LR is made, later also you can add expenses and charges. Expenses are towards the vendor, which we will be paying, and charges terminology which we are using in the software is for the customer. So charges, customer will be paying the money. Expenses we will be paying to the vendor. That way we have differentiated. Both options are available. And then finally comes gross profit. We can have our sales minus purchase will give us gross profit. That kind of reports are also available here. For every expense also you can have, every charge also you can have, every LR also you can have. So this is how the billing is possible.
So
This is the
one more
contract
thing,
list.
one more thing, Paresh. For example, we having 10 trips from Mumbai to Bhiwandi, okay, with 1
Yes.
lakh invoice amount. So we don't need individual GST for each trip. So we'll be arriving the entire trip value of 1 lakh, and then we are adding some 5 to 8% in GST amount. So other
Correct.
than that, some extra approval is there for like penalty or RTO challan or police that no parking or whatever. So do we have an option to calculate that extra other expense in the invoice sheet? So that
We
is
can
not the
add
way to
extra.
that all brings together. No, for that particular month, they will be approving some RTHs of like 5,000 or some penalty of 6,000. So that alone we need to add in the invoice separately.
Yes. So other
Where do we
expenses.
where do we
uh,
have not where do we don't have any entry in that particular trip?
I agree with you. Here we have got facility to add other expenses, other charges also available in the software.
Okay, to the overall invoice, not to the trip part.
Yes,
That
yes,
means
yes. To
we
the
have to
overall
allocate
invoice.
that cost into any of the trip. For example,
Correct.
2,000 challan is there, so we have to map into that particular trip.
See, let us say, for example, for the
But
whole trip you have paid in one trip. Let assume that I'm going at a different combination now. In one trip, okay, you have got multiple LRs, and for the whole
okay,
trip you have paid extra 5,000 rupees. Now there is a
yeah,
facility
correct.
you can book the expense and also distribute that expense for each LR. There are 12
Okay.
LRs going in that trip. You can divide. So 5,000 divided by 12
So
should be applied,
either
or
we
you can
need to
do
split
weighted.
that 5,000 into 2 LR or we can show it as one entry also.
Weighted. Weighted average. You can do weighted average also. Depending on the weight
Okay.
of the consignment, you can say, okay, if the one consignment is having large weight, then appropriately apportion will be done pro rata basis based upon the weight.
Okay.
You can do distribution
Okay.
of the costing. So costing can be distributed per the each memo for the manifest which is going inside the trip. And inside that
Okay.
memo, you have multiple LRs. So for every LR, you can distribute the cost, which will ultimately help us to come to gross profit.
രണ്ട് ഈ
Yeah, just a second, Paresh.
റേറ്റ് മാസ്റ്ററിൽ നമുക്ക് ഓരോ WDCയും സെപ്പറേറ്റ്
Yeah, Paresh, hello.
Yeah, you can tell me, sir.
Okay, so that is regarding this operational part. So that we'll discuss separately. So we'll finish this
Uh-huh.
invoice. Okay, so you
Correct.
can carry on. One more thing regarding the invoice. Once we generate the invoice, for
Ah,
few cases we need to have the revise the invoice or to cancel the invoice and to raise the new invoice. So do we have an option
100%.
to track that cancellation
Yes,
of
we do.
invoice or revision of
Yes,
invoice?
yes. Yeah, we have got integration with e-invoice GST portal also, and you
Okay.
can cancel the invoice within the 24 hours, whatever time period they have defined, and again regenerate that bill again. You can do modifications to the LR, add some charges, remove some charges, or change the customer name by mistake. A wrong customer was entered, and you can again generate the bill invoice and submit it to GST. E-invoice IRN number QR code will be generated automatically. So that all options are also available here. So we have got e-invoice complete portal, and based on that, the invoice whatever is generated will be available here on the dashboard. And here you can see IRN generated e-invoices can be viewed, and credit notes. If you have asked for credit note, that is also available, which is cancelled. Cancelled invoices are also made available. So all these options are available in the software, including the bill list. So here you can see the bill
Okay.
list is there, and you can send if you have collected money, that money which is collected, balance, payment outstanding, here you can see amount paid and due amount. Those columns are also made available.
Okay, what about this credit note or debit note? So after canceling invoice now, we'll be raising debit note.
Yes, so that facility is available in the software directly. So you can see my mouse shows click to generate credit note here. So once you cancel it, then it will be made available to you, that facility, to generate the credit note. And you can generate
Okay.
partial credit note also. Say for example, one bill is having 10 LRs, and out of that you want to generate a credit note for only two LRs, and remaining you want to continue to process with the same new bill. So that is also possible. Partial credit note is also possible in the software. You can select individual LRs and generate, no problem.
Okay, because we don't want to have any discrepancy in the bills receivable.
No, no problem. See here, that is why I'm trying to show you all the
Okay.
bills and related to bills e-invoice also, because directly
Okay.
GST portal is integrated and IRNM is generated. After that, you cannot do cancellation and deleting. So if you
Okay.
want to do that, then you have different process. First is, let us say, within 24 hours you can do cancellation that GST provides. So we will again communicate to GST portal and inform the e-invoice that this is cancelled within 24 hours. If it is after, then credit note. So that complete standard process is also followed here.
Okay. Understood.
And this itself can be directly communicated to your SAP or Tally software or any other accounting software. We have got API integration, so this whole data can move to the your accounting system,
So Tally integration also possible.
and it is already there. See here,
Oh,
what you
okay.
see export Excel. This export Excel format directly suits the TDL file, Tally definition language. And here we have provided very good facilities to the accounting managers, accounting team. So here you can see we have got facility to remember what filtrations we have provided. By ticking on these red color points, check boxes, it will remember what selections I have made earlier. So again and again, you don't have to remember the filter conditions which you applied. This is very useful on a day-to-day usage. Are you getting my point, sir?
Yeah. Yes.
So that kind of facilities are there. Suppose if I have selected, let us say Mumbai as my condition. So if I tick mark here, the Mumbai will be remembered always. Similarly, if I've chosen say bill status, which is let us say partially paid, I'm working on that. I can select this and keep it open. So like that filter conditions, whenever I search and process and come back to the screen, old filter conditions will be remembered. This old filter conditions remembering facility is available in all the software screens.
Like basically, we don't need to filter it again and again, right?
Means yeah, you might have, you see, you are going in a thought process that okay, let me finish Mumbai, let me finish Bangalore, let me finish, like that, city wise you can go, or whichever process you want to follow. These all filter conditions will be remembered in the software across all the screens. This facility is there in every screen. Say you are working in daily sales report, okay, I'll open the daily sales report. So if you're working on daily sales report, this is a very important screen which you will be working on a day-to-day option. So here we have given bulk update facility also. You can update in a bulk option, and you can do billing. Manual billing facilities also we made available. Bill generation is done automatically. Manual bill can be defined with bill number. Suppose let's say you have cancelled the bill and you want to generate the same bill number once again with the same bill. So old bill number can be reused with the help of manual bill number facility. Okay, and here voucher posting is there. If you don't want to post a voucher in the accounting system, you can switch off that. That facility is also available. And then here we have got filter conditions. You can see so many filter conditions are available, but depending on the origin, location, country, state, city. Similarly, destination wise, you can filter. Carrier service wise, you can filter. Specific LR number wise, you can filter. So many filter options are available. The very important filter is this one. Kindly concentrate here, sir. Bill generated consignments you want to see. Bill not generated consignments you want to see. Daily sales report not verified. You want to see only those and keep verifying them. That facility is there. Daily sales report verified. And last one is the more important, those LRs whose DSR is verified but bill not generated. So generally there is a process here. LR is created. After LR, accounts team is supposed to approve, verify the DSR, daily sales report of that particular LR. After it is approved, then only it goes for billing. Once it is billed, then it goes for e-invoicing. That is the process, and same process can be reversed also. Suppose you have generated the invoice, you can cancel it within 24 hours, and then you come back and then you can cancel the bill, and then you come back and unapprove the DSR verification on that particular LR, do the modification the LR. After a modification, save the LR, and then continue and do the DSR approval. And then after DSR is approved, then you can do the billing, and after the bill is generated, then you can go for the invoice. So the same process is followed as a workflow system, approval mechanism, maker and checker kind of facilities there. So now when I'm working as an accounting head, if I'm given a let us say my task is to approve and generate the bills, then this facility DSR verified but bill not generated, I'll tick mark as red and keep on working on this. So when I click on this and say search is generated, this I don't have to go into the screen again and again. I'll keep on working. So my number of consignments will keep on reducing. So currently, let us say if I have say I have got 60 consignments which I need to approve. So I'll select all of them and then keep on verifying it, approving, verifying it, approving. So this list will reduce from 60 to 50, 40, 30, 20, and finally 0. So my number of tasks will reduce automatically. I don't have to select again and again. Are you getting my point, sir?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So this way, every screen has that facility, and you want to remove it, you can see here, this facility filtered is available on the screen. So I can remove this one. So I'll say, okay, I don't want to use this facility anymore. I can remove it. I can remove it from the pop-up window also. I can remove it from this place also. Both options are made available here. So this is the daily sales report. Then this is how the complete system is made available. From the top here also it is removed. When I X mark, that is also gone.
Once I say the
Debits. Cloud.
Paresh.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so like once the invoices has been generated, no, is it automatically will be saved in the system or what? Like how it is? Whenever
Yeah.
we want, we can go ahead and download it, right? The previous invoices.
100%. See here, I'm going to bill list. So
Hmm.
these are all invoices available. You can ask me to open any of them. For example, this one, I'll open it. See here, bulk download facilities there, bulk send facilities there, and you can print the PDF file, download it also, options are available. And they will be stored in the server. You can store it in your local system also in a proper structure.
Okay. So I'm just asking about the collection part. So normally for a customer, 30 or 60 days will be the credit period to collect the money. So what if we have received this is basically invoices we'll be able to see, right?
Correct.
So what if we received money for that particular invoice? Is there any option to adjust it against that invoice? Like in
Of
future,
course,
we wanted to do. Okay.
yes,
Like if
yes,
you
we do
wanted to.
have. Let me explain, one by one slowly. So here, if you see, we have got, this you can see the menu, receipts, receipt list, billing, these options are there. So you can enter the receipts also. So many to many combinations available. Like one bill, there is a bill where the customer has paid us part by part. So against one bill, you are receiving part by part money. Sometimes it will be other way around. He has paid extra money, which will be adjusting in different bills. So one amount collected, but adjusted against 2-3 bills.
Okay,
Okay.
understood.
So all that combinations is 100% available in the software. Receipts can be entered and it can be saved. You can see here receipts generation is there. Okay. And from here we can generate the receipts, collect the money and make the payment. So you can see due amount it shows here. As soon as I select the customer, it shows me due amount. Okay. And
Okay,
once he
okay.
pays the money, we can collect the money.
Okay, got it, got it. Mm.
Right. So money is collected, and here we can see the receipts. I can search and see the collections. So whatever money I have collected, you can see I can adjust it here. Okay. So I'm clicking on the icon. You can see top here it show me bill number, name of the customer, and how much amount is due. How much
Hmm.
amount is unadjusted. Out of the unadjusted amount, I can adjust, let us say, only 50 rupees, for example. It could be in lakhs and crores. I'm just taking one example. I
Okay.
have to select the bill which I have to adjust. Okay.
Okay,
Now I'm
okay,
selecting
got
only
it.
50. So against one receipt, I'm adjusting. Similarly, other way around also. It could be many to many. So see here, I have given progress bar also. If there is large amount of customers, large amount of bills, large amount of receipts, it will do automatically that processing. And you can see
Understood.
here, 50 rupees is collected and balance is pending.
One more thing is while creating the invoice, usually the description part I have mentioned, no. Like for example, if it is a transportation invoice, we'll be mentioning it as transportation for the period of March month or April month. We'll be mentioning it manually.
Means remarks type of thing you're saying, or some kind of
Yeah, in top
ah,
sheet of the invoice, we'll be mentioning the
ah,
description, right?
yes.
So that will
That
be
available,
that will
no
be
problem. Yeah, you will have a box where you can save that information as per your type, or we can have, generally what I suggest is we should have standard phrases. So what type of phrase need to be put into that particular area, we will give you a list of phrases which you can populate and keep selecting out of that phrase, so it will be easy for you.
okay. So one more thing is the main challenges which we are facing in Tally is we don't have an option to mention the pertaining one there. For example, for example, if it is ITC means we will be mentioning it 10 LRs for a single bill. That 10 LRs which will not be belongs to a single month. It'll be like multiple ones. So for multiple months, we will be generating a single invoice. So if
Correct.
it is a revenue part means that particular revenue, for example, if it is a 10,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees needs to be go to one particular month and the second 5,000 rupees needs to go to some other months. Okay, so in Tally, basically, we don't have an option to mention that pertaining month, and the revenue report and all will be based on the pertaining month when that business is actually done. And the expenses also booked as per that. So maybe due to some other reason, the invoice got delayed and we are billing it like this. For example, 2 or 3 months invoice clubbing and we are billing it in a single invoice.
Okay.
So is there any option to show that split details? For example, I told you, right, invoice value is 10,000 or 5,000. This has to go to 2 or 3 months. If you
Okay.
are downloading that invoice means it should reflect like that. This much amount belongs to this particular month, like that it should reflect.
Agreed. So what we generally do is this is done in the Tally, okay. But in the logistics software, this software what we are looking at it, in this we are not having that kind of facility. But generally, what I have suggested to other customers is that in Tally you can always generate a journal voucher, okay, and apportion the cost. Okay, it generally we do it at the end of the year. Okay, whether we cover that particular cost in the next year or the past year. So journal voucher is posted based upon the dates. Okay, how much amount of money is being adjusted, apportioned for that particular costing. So that is possible in the Tally itself, which of course I can guide on the Tally sheet itself. Directly working on the Tally, I can show you how it can be done. But in this software, it is not required, because in this software we are not going to apportion month-wise revenue and other things. Am I right?
That is basically the provision you're talking about, right?
Provisioning.
The provision we are giving for a particular month.
Correct. So
What
that will
if
be
an
in the
invoice
Tally
has
only.
been generated? Yeah, what if an invoice has been generated against that provision?
So that will be linked in the Tally, I'm trying to suggest. So in this software, if you require, yes, we can do wherever customization is suggested. We can appropriately provide you a facility to choose how much money to be apportioned into which month for that particular bill.
Paresh,
Okay.
just a doubt
Ah,
on this.
ah,
Like while we preparing invoice, we will be selecting that LR, right?
correct. Multiple LRs can be selected or one LR can be used. Yes.
We will be selecting specific LRs. Then we will be going for. Is it okay?
Bill generation.
Yeah. Then definitely that LR month will be somewhere captured, isn't it?
It is there available. You can choose, like, see, generally when you create a contract of the customer, you define whether you want daily, immediate billing, or daily, weekly, monthly billing you want to
No,
have.
no.
When
I'll
you
tell
choose
you
monthly, from date
this
to date,
typical
sir.
Paresh, this typical scenario happens when the LR is not obtained from the whatever like container or due to some reason like shortage or damages, some issues might happen specifically in month
Uh-huh.
end things. Then so what happens immediately the next month the billing will not happen, so it will be postponed to the subsequent month. So what
Correct.
happens in say the second month, the previous month actual billing will also be the apart from that this pending LR also will be carry forward.
Okay.
That is the
So
scenario Swati was
what I
explaining.
yeah, what I understand is, okay, maybe I can suggest you that, do you want to use LR date, okay, to be utilized to generate that apportionment automatically?
I didn't get that. Okay, can you please repeat that?
Suppose, yeah, I'll elaborate. Suppose one bill contains 10 LRs, okay,
Yeah,
out of which 2 LR is from January month, 3 LRs is from February month, remaining LRs are
absolutely.
from April month. So
Absolutely,
3 months
yes.
are there. So based upon LR date, we will apportion to 3 months. Month
Yes.
one, January related LR date, we will take that total amount and put it into separate table. So
Yes.
January month apportioned bill amount for this particular bill
Yes.
will be 2 LR related total amount.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
what I'm asking us, in case if we are downloading a report, no, this
Ah,
invoice, is there any option to split this invoices based
yes.
on this particular months?
LR date wise is based on LR date, we'll group into month. Right now, it is not there. Yes, we can generate that report and give it to
So,
you. So, a month wise apportioning based on the bill and based on the LR date, we will group together and say, okay, January month, those two LRs will come separately. And February month, three LRs will come separately. April month, the remaining five LRs will come separately. So, three records will be there. Month wise apportioning will be done based on the LR date.
yeah, because anyways, we'll be preparing the MIs based on that. We'll be clubbing these 3 months and all total amount, we'll be publishing it as an invoice amount. So when we are downloading that report, these month-wise data, it's actually required for us.
Got it. Understood. Now I understood, and I can keep suggesting you solutions like this on the fly, or maybe if required, personally we'll visit, and we'll come to solution and generate that report and give it to you. No problem. Right now, this
Okay,
report is
okay.
not there, but it is possible in this logic format.
Yes.
Got it, got it.
Yes. So yes. Anything else you can? Okay.
Yeah, Paresh, I think the rest of the things we will be able to tell once it goes live or like once you are doing the sample portion and all. Yeah. Paresh?
Pardon me, I didn't get you.
No, what I'm telling us, the rest of the things regarding the invoice part, we'll be able to explain you only after once it goes to live or like only after the further discussions, right?
See,
Now to
that is, yeah, you are right. See, generally what happens is we will be having two different servers. Okay, two different domain servers means one is for our trials, testing, learning, training, everything. So there we will generate some sample bills, invoices, formats as per your feedback, and you can approve them. Once you approve them, once approval is received, then that whole format will be moved to the live production server. From there, you can
that
continue to use it.
understood, understood. Then we can do like that, like whatever inputs is required from our side, no, I can provide you that.
Yes, yes. So today we are discussing just to understand whether this software is capable enough to meet
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
requirements, your vision, and your requirements like that. So and it is easy to operate. Just by a couple of clicks, your job is done.
Yeah, yeah, understood. That's what, like now though in this discussion, like what I understood is like this is more than enough for us as per the requirements. But once it goes to live, then only we'll come to know what all details we need further.
Correct.
Right.
And another aspect is this software can take care not only for India, but if in case you have multiple country presence or future you are going to grow, okay, that automatically the software takes care because everywhere we have taken care of country, state, city, pin code, everything, and our software
Mhm.
already has 200 countries
Sorry.
Also, every country can have its own
Understood,
currency-based
Harish.
processing. Yes, yes.
So before winding up, Harish, just want to show you something. Ajmal will be presenting a screen to you. Just go through that, and we'll once it is over, we can talk about
Yeah,
it.
tell me, sir. Sure.
Yeah, Paresh.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm leaving the meeting. We'll discuss the rest of the things in the further meeting.
Yeah, sure, Swati ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah, Paresh.
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Okay. So my Excel is visible, no?
Yes.
Okay. So this is one sample rate format for a paint project. Okay.
Okay.
So there will be different mode of operation in the same project. So
Okay.
let's consider as one is fixed vehicle with the X contract days and kilometer with X cost.
Okay.
Okay. And ad hoc will be let's call it as a famous. Okay. Ad hoc will be location or foot wise. And box will be piece rate or per kg. So in same operation, we will be having this kind of mix of operation in the same operation, same field. So I just want to know how to capture this LR and the contract operation. So I'll brief the field. Okay. So coming to the local, consider Chennai is the origin point, and we have that Chennai operation considered is in 50 kilometers. So within 50 kilometer, it is treated as local movement with this much of rate. So if the vehicle is the mini truck or Tata is getting placed with the 250 kg to 1 ton, this 1000 rupees has to be captured in that particular LR. Whether it is one invoice, two invoice, or two or three LR also, this is based upon the trip basis. Okay. So we'll be clubbing 2-3 customer having n number of invoice. So the entire invoice weight, no trip weight, trip weight will be calculated for this trip calculation for this claim rate. So these
Okay.
are three different slabs. So first one is 250 kg to 1 ton, we having 1000 rupees. Second one is 1 ton to means 1001 kg to 2.5 tons. In the same case, 2.5 ton to 3 ton, we don't have any specific rate. So there we need to capture this pro rata. So if the vehicle is getting loaded with 2700 kg, so we have to bill it on a pro rata basis.
Okay.
So can we configure it in the rate master? So because same only will be capturing as trip cost, no, at the time of invoice generation.
Correct. Exactly. So here, I mean, in your explanation, you have covered many combinations. So I'll cut into different parts. First part is, let us say you have got the LR basis rate calculation. For every LR, you need to calculate individually. That is possible straight away in the contract. Second part you said was that number of trips could take place, and all trips put together, then you don't do the calculations. Then it has to be done. That calculation can be done only either at the end of the period, say either weekly or monthly, whatever date you choose. Based on that, it will collect all the data put together for that particular customer. Okay, how many trips were there, total weightage, and then calculate the rates accordingly and update it in the LRs. Either all the LRs will be updated or selected LR will be updated based upon the calculations.
Okay,
So this will.
Okay, yeah, please.
So there are two different parts. One is at the time of booking LR itself, the rate is calculated and updated in the LR itself. Second is it is done during the billing cycle. Whatever the bill cycle, based on that, you may define some kind of rules, and total weightage is taken, then contracted is calculated and applied onto the particular LR or all the LRs together.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I right in my understanding?
Yeah, right only. So I'll clarify this.
Yes.
So this is the manual working what we are following in a Google Sheet. Okay.
Ah.
So these are the basic details: month, planned, LR number, whatever. Okay. So we have made a calculation of trip count. So these two entries belong to trip one.
Okay.
Okay. So there will be capturing. So both of the individual having and LR having different weight with different CFC.
Okay.
Okay. There we are capturing.
Last, go to last, and there is a A column, trip weight, total weight.
So
Based on the trip sequence, 1757 belongs to 1757 is these two in sequence.
Okay.
So the billing will be based upon the overall volume for the trip. So both LR together, it is coming 1473 kg. So there we have to map 1470 kg belongs to the second slab.
Mhm.
And
See,
coming
but
to,
if you see, there are two invoices billed for this particular trip. So two places the delivery is happening.
Correct. But LR is different.
yeah, LR is different.
Both LR different, two LR.
Exactly.
So these three different LRs,
Ah.
I'll filter one
And
triple one.
total weight would control.
So these three LR, no, three different LR.
All are one trip.
Three different LR belongs to one trip, and there are also three different customers are there. Three invoices are there.
Ah.
So it can be multiple invoice also. So I would like to say, so 32 will be there. 35 may be there. 40 will be there. Okay. So
Yeah,
one
these
LR,
invoice numbers are related to that particular LR given by the customer.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is a commodity invoice basically.
Okay, yeah, commodity invoice.
Correct, correct. So that can be there. Any numbers can be there. That doesn't matter.
Okay, so same vehicle having these three different LRs. So we are treating as a one trip.
Okay. So basically, in one memo, you are adding it in one LHS lorry hire sheet. So one memo will have these three LRs, and you can add it.
Okay, so we'll be providing three different LR with the X number of invoice, and we'll be sending into a single vehicle. So we
Yeah,
are
one vehicle.
price for
Correct.
all three locations.
Yeah.
And
See, I'll explain to you. Three LRs, three different destinations. Correct.
yeah, correct.
So you will be preparing three different memos, that is manifest, with corresponding three different destinations, so that it can be unloaded at three different destinations on the same trip, from A to B, B to C, C to D, for example. Okay, the one vehicle is going from A, B, C, D, just like train. How train work? It stops at
Okay.
different stations. Like that, the truck will go from A to B, B to C, C to D. So at A itself, you have created three manifests, three memos. A to B, there will be one consignment, one LR. Similarly, from A to C, there will be another memo, and A to D, there will be third memo. Three memos are loaded. So A to B, when it reaches B, it will unload that particular first manifest. And from B to C, if you want to load another manifest, you can load because the vehicle has space. So B destination can load for B to C and B to D also.
But can't be captured based on the LR instead of going this individual manifest.
No,
So it's
there is a process for everything, because
okay.
let us follow from process so that calculations can be done correctly. Operations people can unload. See, when you are having one part truck load, vehicle is being utilized, same vehicle is used. We have to have some process of taking together. The LRs should go together. Yeah, I have taken example of only three LRs and three different destinations, but there could be 300 LRs, and they are having one destination, first destination B to C, A to B. You may have 50 consignments, 50 LRs. So all this 50 LRs related to one destination will be put into one manifest, and that manifest will be unloaded out.
Okay. So how
So
long it
you
will
know,
take to prepare a manifest? Like 2 minutes or 3 minutes to prepare a manifest, and the
it's
same
just
time.
a scanning. No, that is as far as barcode scanning. If you are following barcode, then you can just scan it. It's a matter of milliseconds.
Okay. Okay, so
See,
that
process is very important so that the data can be integratedly maintained in the server.
okay.
Okay, and later it can be utilized for various type of billing, calculations, analysis, MIS. So many things are there.
Okay. Okay. So understood. So what about this third case? So how will you giving the input to system to capture the rate whether the weight is in falls in under 2.5 to 3 ton? So how
No,
can we
that,
no.
yeah. So for that, you let me get more data from you. Send me some sample, 2, 3 different samples. Okay, I will discuss with my team
But
here, and
for this
we'll.
pure FTL movement, no, I don't have an issue. So it will be like 1 or 2 loading point and 1 or 2 unloading point with the location rate or vehicle type rate. So there we don't
Correct.
have an issue what we discussed in the first stage.
Correct.
This vehicle type plus dealer code, vehicle type plus location. No, there will be some unique vehicle type and location. So there we can easily capture. So this is the most
Correct.
critical rate capturing for me so
So
far.
Correct.
multiple logics are involved.
Because in a same warehouse we are having this multiple kind of rate capturing.
Agreed.
Okay.
Now
So this
here,
one
see,
is
95% is your full truckload, so which is taken care comfortably. Now, remaining 5% is what is part truckload, and this kind of combinations and complicated scenarios are there. We will discuss that with some real samples which you have, and we can
okay.
have a screen sharing system individually, 1-to-1. We can sit and I'll show you how the screen will take care, which screen will take care, how the calculation will be performed, and in case if within this also 1 or 2 cases are left out, we will develop that particular module software, and we have a team. So we'll little bit customize here and there and make sure that it comes back to the standards if it is
Okay.
okay for you.
So I assume 500 is done in FTL mode. So where we having only 100 multi consignment. So we'll be providing overall 600 LR for 500 trips. Is that okay? So understood. No? So for example, number of trip is 500. Okay.
Uh-huh.
We got single trip of 450, multi trip of 50. So we'll be providing 450 individual LR for single trip because we have 1 point customer loading, so we need to provide only 1 LR. Coming to the multi part, so we need to provide 2 LR for each trip, right?
Separate, yeah. Every trip, every destination, separate LR.
Okay. So let's consider it triple.
Very simple, sir. Every consignment with every destination and every trip has to be separate LR. So then
Okay.
only I can apportion it to either monthly. Suppose you require a separate report, portioning it in which month it comes, and what kind of costing is done. That I can do at a atom level.
Okay. So 500 trips, no, the LR is coming 570. So we have to do a manifesto or LR creation of 570 trips, right? So whereas
Correct.
coming to this mode of operation, we'll be having 500 trips with the 200 single trip. Okay, multi of 150 and 150. So for 500, we'll be generating 1200 LR. Assume.
Okay.
So here only I'm getting confusion. So the first part, no, that pure FTL, we don't have any issue. This distribution local and mode only, we are getting confused, and the system has to calculate this pro rata basis also. This is one thing.
Correct. Yes, yes, correct.
So coming to the same operation with the auto.
Okay.
Auto having different rate capturing. So these are the destination with some X kilometer with weight. So we'll be capturing, assume it is 250, this is 350, this is 450, this is 550. So for auto, so how can we generate the LR? So do we have any option to select the trip mode or something?
On the would you like to do bulk creation, or you would like to do like a manual entry part one by one? How would you want to manage?
No, LR creation we can do, but based on the LR only, this freight amount will be captured, no, for raising the invoice.
Freight,
So
correct.
where are we?
Freight will be calculated based on the contract rates if you want. Okay, we will define a proper contract rate and in every combination, so that when the LR is booked, automatically rates are calculated. You don't have to do manual entry.
But there also we got three different logic, no, for same contract. So if
That
the
is,
vehicle is getting
see,
loaded for local,
well,
I'll
Yeah,
explain.
we have got. I agree. 1 minute, sir. Here we have got option when we are doing LR booking. You can consider that which type of rate calculation to be used. Whether we fetch automatically from the contract rate, or whether it will be done with which type of contract rate. So it could be per piece contract. It could be per kg contract. It could be bulk. Let us say you have considered all the trips put together. You want to average it out. That type of contract rate calculation. So when the LR is booked, you can define this LR should come under which type of calculation method. Because same customer, you may have both the conditions. LR wise calculation directly from the contract, or it could be bulk for the whole month. Or how many trips are done. On that basis, you want to calculate the freight calculation.
Okay.
This we will have to go case to case basis minutely. And once we define the process so that it can be automated in the software. See, ultimately, a human being need not be involved in these calculations. Then automated software solutions can be placed in place of that, and we will verify whether it is done correctly or not. That is my idea. And somewhere, if little bit adjustment, if required, then we will discuss it out together. What need to be done where.
Okay.
And otherwise, worst come worst, manual entry is also available in the software. You can just enter manually also. Worst come worst, that is 99% completed, 1% is left out. The tail of the elephant can also be carried by manual entry. That facility is there. It will not stop you. But till the time, maybe 1 month or 2 months, till the software understands, it learns from our day-to-day operations, we can implement that.
Okay. So these kind of operation alone I am getting some issues. Okay. So I'll explain this local. So how can we make the algorithm or input to the system? So if the
We
vehicle
will have
is
to
running, if the vehicle
Yeah, we
is
will have to
running
sit.
50
Yes, sir. We
kilometers,
will have to sit together. We have to sit together on that particular 1 or 2 or 3 cases or 10 cases what you have, special cases, and we'll formulate it with the help of Excel file. We'll first understand the formula, and then how we can automate that also we'll understand, and we will provide some extra provision on the booking screen, LR screen, so that those LRs will be considered on those special cases. And it will calculate at the end of the month, at the end of the week, or you'll have a separate screen to select all those LRs, special LRs, and then do the processing of the rate calculation, and then send them for the billing part.
okay. So at the time of LR creation, if you are enabling that mode of operation like local, upcountry within this thing, so we can select that at the time of LR creation.
Correct.
So this we will
Correct.
discuss further. One is local, and second one is auto rate for same local, and this is upcountry. Anything beyond
Correct.
75 kilometer. So if the vehicle is running beyond 75 kilometer, based upon the truck type, the rate.
Yes.
Okay.
This facility is there in the software called local and upcountry. That option is there in the software, and you can define how many kilometers. Some people say 40 kilometers, some people say 70 kilometers. We can define that. Not issue.
Okay. Okay. Great.
So, so that's it, Paresh. Amit, is there anything else you need to discuss?
No, I think almost things we have covered.
Okay. So that's it with our side, Paresh, and thank you very much for that elaborate detailing. And
Thank you.
what I would like to have is we'll have a discussion session within our team, and we'll revert to you. Probably
Okay,
Anu will also be involved in that.
Okay.
So what I need is we just need to have a we just want to try for some
Paresh, can you
demo
provide some
something.
beta version of the same template so that we can upload at least one project? So we'll try to upload the entire flow from this pickup, run sheet creation, indent, LR allocation, vendor payment and all. So
I agree. Sir, it is practically, I will say yes, it is possible. Why not? But if practically not possible, we have to train, and we have to create masters, and we have to customer contract rates. Everything has to be processed. It is not a matter of 1 hour, 2 hours time. If you give me time, yes, I will provision a server for your trials, and we will make sure all the software, database, everything is set, and our team also is there with you, handhold you, and you keep using the software. Will be standing back of you online, and then you can enter the data. The masters are required, and contract customer rates are required. Then the bookings can be performed, and billing can be performed. This whole process can be performed. I'm agreeing to you, and we will do it also. But you will have to give sufficient time. If you say I have 1 hour time, it's not possible.
Okay, okay. So that can be done because now we are, as of now, we are following a particular process to this trip creation. Okay. So it can be manual LR also, it can be system generated LR also. So few of the customer will be giving that LR number and they will be generating their LR. So in that LR, they will be mentioning our manual LR number. So the same has to be captured in our software going forward.
See, sir, here, I mean, due respect to all the processes which you are following,
Okay.
we have to understand one thing, that our software is our software, and
Okay.
we have to follow some systems, rules, regulations, which everybody from top to down has to support the system. Yeah, the system can
Okay.
be amended. We can improve the system, no doubt about it. But every time we find a clause and a condition that, okay, now amend the software in this term because of this region or some special customers, it is going to damage the whole logic and the foundation. We need to really understand one thing, that software is flexible, no doubt about it, but a policy decision has to be made strictly, so that 90-95% cases are covered, and we start using the software for that 95 cases. We initially, when we decide the software whether to buy or not, you decide based upon that 90-95%, not based upon the 1-2%, because 1-2% can always be amended in the software and will provide you provisions. What happens is,
Okay.
this will get delayed, the decision making will get delayed, and the software amendment will require to be done. So whatever 1 or 2%, 5% cases are there, yes, we will record it, and we will agree that which changes will be made as per your mutually agreed understanding. Logic will be amended, new software process will be developed and tested and handed over to you using testing server platform. But if the software covers 90-95%, we will move forward to use that for software for that 95% cases. So our major business is automated 100%. And then comes to the other part, which will amend accordingly. If you focus on that, you would like to do the trial of the software for that 1 to 3% cases, then we will have to do modification in the software, which is like its own time. Are you getting my point, sir?
Yeah. Yes. So we are also planning to bring everything in a single format. So that will be helpful for both of us. So
Correct, sir.
whichever entry can be done immediately, like you said, no, so 90% of the portion can be easily captured in the new software like Softpal. So remaining
Sir.
will work over and will get into that format. So that
Exactly,
can be
sir.
done.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
100%.
Anything else?
Commercial or account?
Commercial, we'll take it with the Hari sir and then we'll discuss. For that, we'll have a discussion with Hari sir.
Okay. Done.
And then we'll formally we'll ask them to share the commercials. So Paresh,
Yes, sir.
let me have a word with my management on this, and then we will send a formal communication to you regarding
Sure.
the rest of the things like TNCs.
Yes.
So many things are there, right? Okay.
Surely, sir. Don't worry. We are all there with you. Our team is there. I am there.
Please.
And if required
please.
any personal visits, we can make, or you can also come. No problem, sir. Either
So
way, we are
where are
ready.
you based at? Like, is it Hyderabad or Delhi?
Yes, Hyderabad, sir. Hyderabad.
Oh, it's nearer. No issue. Okay.
Yes, one night journey.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's it. Thanks a lot, Paresh. Thank you once again and your team. So we'll
Thank you.
get back to you after my discussions with management, probably by next week, because this week a lot of holidays are there.
Yes,
You
sure.
can understand that. Okay.
Yeah, surely, sir. Today also we have New Year here, Ugadi. So happy
Yeah,
Ugadi,
sorry,
happy to everybody, sir. Thank you. No, not at all. It's a great honor to have this kind of meeting on a New Year. So my whole year will be excellent.
Let's hope it will,
Yes, sir.
get us a fresh
Thank
start.
you.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you very
thank
much.
you. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Okay.
everybody.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you,
Paresh.
one and all.
Thanks, Amit.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, team. Thank you.
Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you, Paresh.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.